Rise from the bucket. Rise from the murky. Oh, I blocked my microphone. That just sometimes happens. All right,
What did you
Chatfish.
do?
I bonked my microphone and I
Oh,
just
God,
giggled
forgive
at it
that.
because it went squeak, and I was like, "Ooh, I bet that was loud." Either way, welcome to the stream, Chatfish. But today we're going to be talking about the Halo franchise while just playing Halo as it was many, many years ago. Go ahead.
I know one thing that we should do before Halo, though.
What's that?
Is your
Oh,
silence won't
that's
save
right,
you from
the
Fish
Fish
Quest 2.
Quest 2. Technically, we have to play something before we start this stream. Now, where did you put Fish Quest 2, you little fucking muppet?
I put okay, let me send you the link so just so that
Send
you
it to
don't
me on my
think
Earth account now, or I'll destroy you. Oh, Chatfish! Alright. We made a
Wow.
promise at the beginning of the stream that we'd play Fish Quest 2. Now send it, Bino. Send it at once.
I just got it. I just got it. One second. Where is there?
Send it immediately.
Area.
Now we don't dox Bino's DMs, so Bino will be destroyed. He's like, Bino! The death of Bino can only be. Now, you said that this was incredibly loud.
I don't know if it's that loud. Raker complained, but you have options on the game.
I'm going to turn off Halo. So yes, as per reaching today's goal, Chatfish, I promised I'd play Fish Quest 2. This is a game that Bino has made for us, a fan game, before we get into Halo. So a little bit of good news before we talk about bad things. Oh gosh, it has Robert's music in it. Stage 1. Fish Quest 2. Look at that, Bino. You've made yourself another vidya.
You're not streaming anymore.
Oh
You're
god.
not streaming.
You can kill him. Hold on. I'm sorry, I forgot to stream to you. Bino worked hard on this. Bino wants it to be seen. Oh. Oh. So far, so good. Can you bounce on the white ones?
You can bounce on all of them.
I hate this game so much.
You have a full screen. You have a full screen button on the side.
Oh my god.
Because you see that you are.
How did I live?
You have secret geometry down there.
No, it's because like he doesn't have the screen correctly.
What?
Like keeps go on the. Because I forgot to make this game like for web browser there.
Oh my god.
You have there's a full screen button on the right over there.
Jesus Christ, Bino. I wonder what kid was
Yeah.
getting murdered. You made these monsters that are fucking derpy.
I
Evil
made
squids.
that.
Oh, fuck. It's that one section where you gotta hop over fucking... Because...
Yeah. I beat my own game. I tested it, so like you can beat it.
You can beat it. It's the Dark Souls of fucking platformers, Chatfish.
Is the
Maybe you're just
Souls.
bad at the game.
I suck at platformers, man. Pick a...
Don't worry, I
You're
also
bad.
failed several times on this one shot.
There needs to be checkpoints. No! God damn it!
I ironically had the same thought when I was
Oh, yeah,
playing
you can
this
just kill
game.
them.
Yeah, you can. You can kill all of them.
You can kill all of them. Murder. No! It didn't go up when I wanted him to.
I have a feeling that wouldn't have affected whether or not you hit him or not.
Oh. Oh. Oh! It's awful. I hate it. I hate this game, and I hate chat. And I hate...
You're just bad at judging distance.
I don't know. You chat can try this too. Maybe you can beat it faster than I can.
I
hate how narrow those are. It's like pixel perfect, Bino. You hate. How come these platforms are 4 wide? That one's like 2.
Because
Yeah,
that's
because Bino.
That's the only asset that I didn't do.
Oh my god, I made it past it.
Did you?
Be careful, that kills you. Oh,
I hate
Gibbs.
Bino.
It was stationary.
remember chat paid for you to finish Fish Quest, so like, well, at least it's only 2 levels.
At least it's only
You know?
2 levels that take 1,000 years to get through. I hate Fish Quest 2! I'm becoming a
Yeah.
game journal playing this. Any other game, fucking Hearts of Iron, complicated video game, no problem. Fucking platformer, fucking like the end of the world for me. The end of the world. Come on, I used to be good at platformers when I was a little kid. It's not even funny anymore. I used to fucking dunk on my brothers.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
I don't call bullshit. You can ask my brothers. I was so cruel to them.
Why would I ask your brothers?
I murdered them so many times. Oh my god, I gotta get one of them to throw my controllers. That was funny as hell. And I do it again! No!
Oh,
Hey,
my
Kib,
god.
no, hold on, Kibbs. You know what else you're doing again? Fish Quest 2.
God fucking damn.
A little bit of murder never hurt nobody, chat. Now come on, chat.
This is not Halo.
God damn it! God fucking damn it, Bino! I'm playing Bino's game. He updated
Don't
it.
worry, I died a lot of times.
You know what I
in
think it
this-
is?
on this level.
You should study how Mario, like, it should stop moving forward in the air when you jump. If I'm not pushing down, you know what I mean? It gives you a bit more control. It's a game design problem, actually. It's a game design problem.
I think it's a user error problem.
Because
Because if the
I-
user understood,
How did you miss that jump?
Because if you play platformers, you can... Okay, so let me explain this real quickly. So, if you jump and move to the right or left, it just keeps going with whatever momentum you have. Now, that is technically realistic, but a lot of platformers didn't do that. And the reason why they stopped doing that and went with what Mario did, where you could do adjustments in flight, if I remember right, was because it helps for better control.
That's the thing. They don't have these in the game in the engine. I was messing with the physics, and I actually did I did that on the ground, right? Because you didn't. I did that on the ground because I noticed that on the ground the whole sliding, if you're going too fast, and sliding or when changing directions and stuff like that,
God
was
damn.
very annoying. I actually forgot to do it on the air because the way that the engine physics were.
I hate how the bouncing affects my movement. All right, let's see.
Nice.
Chatfish, we must win. We must defeat the enemies of man. The enemies of man are widow.
He's going to. Remember the black squids spit ink at you.
See, I never even let that one live long enough to see that. That's why I stopped there.
And
Bino
they
will
track,
be destroyed.
They track your position, so if you jump behind them, they will turn to shoot at you. Do you have a death Chatfishes? What's the death count?
Don't count. I'll just kill myself intentionally to make you fucking miserable. Okay. So chat, this is hard.
How much for Indio to play this on stream? Fucking hell.
The Dark Souls of Fish Quest. Up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No! The fact that it just keeps going is the problem. When I let go, I expect the game to like stop moving forward, but it always goes forward. And that's just, and now I'm losing focus. And as I lose focus, my overall skill will begin to diminish. It'll be a series of cascading failures.
Oh my god.
Ugh. This Chatfish is scared. He's seen war, you know, he's fought squids. Oh god. We're gonna kill every octopus we see. We're gonna commit octopus genocide. The Chatfish bucket will be avenged. No! The next Chatfish will avenge nothing. Nor will his brother.
have you heard of
you
the
know-
definition of insanity, Kibbs?
No.
If you notice that
Oh, fuck! It's brutal,
the
chat. Play it and fucking beat
Stop
me.
brutal. You're just being impatient.
It's brutal. It's fucking brutal. Oh
Impatient.
my god, it's like fucking impossible. Jesus Christ, Cuphead, hold my fucking beer. Fish Quest 2 is fucking insane. Alright,
The
chat.
worst part is that I fucked up the.
Oh god,
the
no,
tile
not Ghost
set.
and Goblin. I'm bad at those kinds of games, chat. I'm so bad at them. Like, I'm more of a strategy game player. I can't do it. I can't do side scrollers.
The worst part is that I tried to make this level a little bit challenging. That's why I like some of the geometries like that. And the enemy placement.
Can you not?
You can't.
That's
you
bigoted of you, Bino. That was very bigoted of you to do that to me.
Can't. Wait. Don't kill yourself now.
This game. Which quest dude so much. Hatred is legendary.
Oh.
Alright. That one's gonna go. The squid shooters. No! Damn it. It was a suicide fish jihadi right there. I offed myself along with the squids, taking them down with me. I wouldn't go down alone, chat. I would go down with friends. Come on. I jumped into it. No! Alright, chat. Let's get our sweat face on. Can you beat Fish Quest 2 without dying? No death run. Impossible. No My god.
No, all platforms have collision. Be careful.
We're
Be
mastering the fish ways. I've become one with the chatfish. We need to get rid of him. Are the clouds
The
real?
clouds, no, the clouds are just
You're
the clouds are just background.
not gonna lie, I didn't finish this game because of how many times I've embarrassingly died, so I lied to Bino about being busy when in reality the embarrassment made me quit. Okay, so it's making everyone come out that they can't beat Fish Quest 2. Because
Like
Fish Quest
fucking
2 is
God.
brutal. Okay, we can jump over that. No!
I put that there so that people
Oh my
will
god.
okay, continue, play, stage 2.
Stage 2 better just be fucking over. What the fuck is that?
That's
It-
the boss.
Well, I
No.
killed myself.
So, Kibbs, you probably have to jump on the hearts because they don't kill you.
See if we can jump on top of those.
Don't be too careful, too close because
The hitbox is
God.
massive, Bino. This is some serious Bino
it's
bullshit.
because
It's
you're not
because
supposed to be, like, yeah.
What?
No, you're supposed to jump on the heart.
How would a heart kill Kip? You tell me love and affection is painful.
Yeah.
Love and affection. Ah. God damn it. It's like Undertale. It's like
Don't worry, she only has 3 phases.
those like I'm not good at timing. I'm not good at timing, Chatfish. Help me! Help me!
Yeah, I
Alright.
can't believe Prav didn't beat Fish Quest 2.
I turned down your love. Ah! And thus the Chatfish was technically raped. Taking your weeping is beard. Raped. They're very sad about their fate. Oh my god, that's fucking awful.
It's not that bad.
That is pretty bad, Bino. Fuck you. Fuck you. Rancid Bino.
I beat this guy. I beat it.
I don't care if
worry
you beat it, Bino. I hate it. There we go.
about
Ah! Oh fuck! I can't do what I need to do to win that. There's not enough space.
No, there is. You just need to be fast.
Are you saying you know what you need to do, but you don't know if you have the strength
I don't
to
know
do
if I
it?
have the strength to do it, Chatfish! I don't like boss
I
fights.
feel bad now. Goddamn.
Good. Just imagine all that
Should
free
have
art you'll
made
make to pay me back.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't feel so
That-
bad anymore, do you?
That art of you being tentacled by a.
Alright, that's it, Vino.
giant
You're getting murdered.
squid.
Oh!
God.
Oh!
Ah, you rolled into it.
God damn it. The life of a chatfish is hard and difficult. They just fucking wiggle around and shit. I like to point out that your boss is clipping, like unironically.
Oh yeah.
Alright, come on.
Now, if he wanted to be a ripe asshole, do you know what he would have done, Kibbs? The heart should have followed the pattern of the lips.
Oh! They're so
No,
tight
that would
together.
that would be way too much.
You literally already did the pathing, just add it to the heart.
No, not too much as in difficult. Too much as like that would be scummy. Like that would be too much. No.
That would be too scummy, okay.
Wait, why? What is scummy about this one?
I'm saying you're the one who's saying it's scummy, and it's like, oh, okay, that's too scummy.
You did
No!
it.
No! Alright, well, fucking Christ. Mm.
You see, I was going to ask if hitting the heart like that kills you or not, but
It
you already answered
does!
that question.
Because for ungodly reasons, it shouldn't kill you.
It's because you're rejecting her love. That's why
That
you
doesn't
need
even
to
make any
break the heart.
sense!
Because you need to break the heart to damage her.
To damage
Because-
her.
And since
You're-
Gibbs isn't going to read it,
It's fucking
Genghis
infuriating.
donated $2 and
Thank
said
you for the
new
donation.
fan art. Check your DMs, Sock Fund, Ying Speak, Star Trek.
Oh!
Ah,
Mm.
It would have been read earlier, but we have a derelict kitten.
Oh my god. Yeah, Squealy's dead, by the way.
yeah, it's really.
I got back and he was just gone. I assume Bucky killed him. Bucky was in here when he poisoned him.
I believe it.
I back up a little bit.
Or a drone strike.
Yeah, Kibbs is suffering a little bit. I thought you. I told you that I thought you might get mad at the boss.
Chatfish, you need to play this. Shut the fuck up. You will all die. You will all die to the kissing. Just, they fall over dead. If Treasure is a platforming game, it would not be designed by me. I'll write the lore,
Take
but
that
I
out
ain't
of
designing the
context.
game because I'll just make it easy. Because I'll just make it easy. Oh. Come on. Come on. No! Oh, it's so rancid. I actually am starting to hate it. I hate it, Beano. I hate it.
Oh man.
Oh, man. Me, Beano.
I try to be like, okay, if I can't beat it, I'm going to make it easier. And it's like, I beat it, so like, it's not that bad. What do I get you if I first try the game, Indio? I will not make the artwork that was going to do as bad for you, because believe me, your ass in yeah. But you need to be here on stream. Yeah, need to stream it for us over here.
I hate this. I hate it.
But we don't get too close because she hugs you if you have to kills you, right?
Oh, god damn it.
You
It's because there's like an acceleration time, too.
I made a little bit of acceleration just so that like people wouldn't fly out of platforms the moment they walked from it.
Oh! Oh fuck! I'm not doing this. God damn.
Just get good.
It's not easy. The worst part is it doesn't have checkpoints after each phase, because then I could easily brute force it.
What do you call this? It's just brute forcing a perfect like run.
Oh my god! They're too tight together. They're actually too tight together for me. I'm only gonna do this a couple more tries, then we're throwing in our towel.
Alright.
We're being conquered by a fucking goddamn octopus. Mostly because I can't spend all day doing this. And it looks like, unironically, it's gonna take me all day to do it.
Alright.
Alright. Oh my god, the fact
you
that it's
got
so
too close.
close.
You just go, you go forward and then you back off a little bit. That's the trick to that part.
The price for anything that's like this is to be negotiated. Negotiated.
I
Oh,
know why
if
you're
you-
doing that.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, there will be another heart. There's always a heart after 3 kisses. Don't worry.
Okay, we don't jump in the air long enough just to jump over either.
No, no.
It's really funny watching you play this with the Halo music just kind of going on in the background.
Oh my god, the fact that it's got such a massive hitbox.
I would say,
And it makes you go forward, that's the problem.
what the actual issue is just jumping doesn't give you enough height to get over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should.
Because if he
Because I-
has to roll forward, then the last phase is a very tight series of jumps.
You have to stand back though, because you have to roll forward. And it is a series of tight jumps, like incredibly tight.
Let me see. Can I?
I'm not surprised that many chatfish are also saying they had a hard time with this section. Because you need to basically be here in order to even get there. Because you will have to go forward.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, it's got to be perfectly timed or you lose.
You don't need to be that close, the heart will spawn.
God damn. I don't know why I tried to jump over that. Going underneath it's so much better.
Let me see. Let me try to play the game.
Oh my god. It's just too tight. It's just too tight. Oh my god. Despite going up, just not enough room to jump. Alright, I should probably move on, honestly. This is my last run. Otherwise we'll be here forever, and that'll kind of disrupt what we were supposed to be doing. Let's see. But then I challenge Chatfish to beat this part, yes. Yep, nope. That's it. That's it. We're done. We're done. No more of that. No more of that ever again for Kib. My obligations are
being a messy
complete.
guest.
All right. Can I show you what you gain after you beat the second?
No,
one?
that's spoilers.
Yeah, they have to beat it.
You have to beat it. Chatfish have to discover. You can show me after stream. Chatfish got to do
Alright.
it. That's fucking hell. That's fucking hell. That last section is just, oh. Let's see what Genghis sent me. Hello, my name is Genghis. Oh my god. Yingaholics Anonymous. Oh. That's cursed. Alright, chat, we've got some really fucking cursed fan art. Produced by the number one Beano. Funded by El Gengoid. Let's see. Discord. My god. Alright, so let's take a look at this. This is fucking funny. Take a look. Behold Beano's work. It's a fan art. It says, "Hello, my name is Genghis. Yingaholics Anonymous. I don't have a problem. I'm a wyvern. Hey, Genghis. This is for the best. They need this therapy."
It is very amusing to me how a fake German accent basically just became Yinglets.
I like how Grumpy and Izza are just like here to help him. Like they're here to support him. Like, it's okay. That is unironically Chatfish strong together. Helping El Gengoid. And Yinglis. What's wrong, Yinglis? You're in this art piece. Don't you like it?
Okay, I beat the boss pretty easily, kids. But alright, I'm sorry, man.
What do you mean you're sorry, Beano? Don't be pouty and sad.
No, yeah. Okay, I could give you a hint, but you are going to hate me if I tell you the way to beat
No,
the bosses.
we're not gonna beat it. That's it.
I will wait for Chatfishes to beat the boss.
You will.
Red had to play that game too much.
Yes, so destroy Beano, chat. Leave nothing left of Beano but ashes and cinder.
Damn.
Damn. The less Beanos, the better. Wow, look at that. Halo arms crossed. I don't care about any of this. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about Halo. Yeah, and playing Halo. Talking about what made Halo great, right? Because this is a time from long ago. Isn't that right, Fuzzy?
Yeah, it's unfortunately so, and the series is, despite what 343, I refuse to use its new name, 343 may give you the perception of, Halo's a dead franchise as of right now.
Yes,
And it's sad.
if you've seen the thumbnail, that was one of the executives of the quote-unquote new studio. The big problem with it is that while they did quote-unquote fire people, they also didn't really change anything or fix anything. All they did was rebrand the studio, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's actually improved, nothing's actually better. It's more or less just the same.
Yeah, from what I've been able to, the limited amount of information I've been able to read on, a lot of people will claim, and I've just claim, that the new management has pushed Halo Infinite in a new direction. Well, one, they just tried to salvage a broken product, and two, when you start looking at the LinkedIn profiles and actual heads of these studios, these people don't know how to run a business. And let's face it, this is Microsoft we're talking about. Never underestimate their leadership's ability to just mess things up royally. There is little reason to believe any meaningful changes has changed in 343. It is still going to be the same bureaucratic incompetence by Microsoft that has, to give another kind of engineering example, for example, Windows 11 has a broken update that has been making my PC crash whenever I play certain high-end games. Microsoft doesn't know how to engineer or code for anything unless they use Unreal Engine. So, ever since Bungie left, it's just been incompetence after incompetence with 343 in Halo. And that trend has not changed at all. Even with the new management, they've, for a long time, have barely been able to squeeze out the bare minimum. Forge, better multiplayer. That should have been there at release. They weren't able to get it done for years after Halo Infinite launched. And now I'm supposed to believe they can just release a whole new AAA product? Yeah. Forgive me if I say a high probability of no.
Not just a new AAA product, an entirely different engine as well.
Oh yeah, thanks
That's
for reminding me. Unreal Engine 5, and then released a, what was it? Not, I won't say a tech demo, but them just playing with it, making a Halo 1 map playing with it, and honestly, I'm not taking it seriously at all.
They
It's
call
it's
it
very
Project Foundry, I believe.
What it is, we don't know. The rumor, and again, I don't really take much stake in rumors these days. The rumor is that it's going to be a Halo 1 remake or something else, but it could be, let's be honest, anything at this point, as the story of Halo Infinite and the foundation it laid is so bloody broken. It's like, can you even salvage anything? At this point, you might as well be better off with a fresh start. How would they execute that? Is anybody's guess.
Well, one, you might want to start with the staff, and their staffing choices have
Oh yeah,
left
we've been talking
much
about that.
left to be desired.
We already talked about the leadership, but even under that, Microsoft doesn't know how to manage anything technical related. They don't even manage Windows that well these days. It's like, what's a good example? Bethesda. I'll take Bethesda as an example. How many years have we had of Microsoft managing Bethesda, quote unquote, or having them as a subsidiary? What results have we gotten? They allegedly had their entire QA supporting Starfield. What did we get? What did we get for their first expansion?
Only the parts that went.
No,
Well,
a lot.
results speak for themselves. Results speak for themselves. What have we got for Halo Infinite? Go ahead.
Well, the difference is that Microsoft usually doesn't care what 343 did. They just kind of left them to do whatever they wanted because they had so much money to throw around it didn't matter. But with the purchase of Activision Blizzard and Bethesda, that took a massive chunk of their market cap value.
Commander, sir.
And they're like, they have to get something going again because they can't just shutter studios constantly.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, when you look into their, and you can, a lot of this data is publicly, you can look at their revenue, operating income, and stuff like that on your own time. I encourage it if you want to get a sense of just how badly Microsoft needs a return on investment. You have $68 billion for Activision Blizzard, another, what, 6.8 to 7 billion, if I recall correctly, for Bethesda, and that doesn't include the hundreds of millions they probably spent on Obsidian, the Double Fine, and those other studios.
Yeah,
that's probably you're looking at 80 to 100 billion dollar range if you include all the funding for the projects said studios need to do. That is even by Western Coast tech company standards, a disgusting amount of money. A lot of it is most probably investor corporate bond borrowed money, which means there's a lot of debt they need to pay off that
Listen up, noble team.
those game ventures are not producing returns for, and they cannot entirely afford to rely on Windows or Microsoft Azure or their other diversified businesses to support all this forever. At some point, something's got to produce money. They got to produce profits somehow.
yeah.
It's not being produced.
And Halo Infinite definitely didn't really deliver with a big push they wanted. Because Halo Infinite they did invest quite a bit into, but they also like the incompetency, right? Because don't make no mistake, money wasn't the issue when it came to Halo Infinite's development. It's incompetence. They never added the cooperative feature. The multiplayer is sort of like a shell of what it should be. It's just not nearly as strong or as potent as the other games. Not only that, but the story and campaign feels very sanitized and corporate, as if they had like people looking over them when they wrote it, right?
Well, not only that, for Infinite, it's like the one person you would want to fight as Chief, even in their terrible story, you can't. Because he died off screen.
No, Atriox.
Yeah. I do fucking hate Atriox the more and more they include him in stories.
Yeah.
He's basically the writer's pet for them. And it's like, I fucking hate Atriox.
He was worse than the Covenant.
No, exactly. It's like the entire Covenant Civil War. It wasn't the beef between the elites and the prophets. No. It was this little fucking group that was like behind the scenes that you never heard about until their game.
Yeah, no indication that they existed whatsoever.
They still have the same type of individuals with different faces and arguably worse track records, says Prav.
Yes.
When it comes,
Remember, Kim?
yeah,
There was a head of Xbox or Microsoft outreach or something. That African American chick that never played a video game in her life.
yep, never played a video game in her life. So they have people who have no idea what they're doing in positions of power over the studio.
Yeah, I can't help but remember back to my master's degree courses, there was an original ex-Bungie dev who worked on the AI of the original Halo games, and what was his quote? Well, go figure. It says similar to Kim's. The overwhelming majority of Western game company devs are idiots.
Kibbs, check your key bindings to make sure your
I'm
melee
good.
and grenade throw
Don't
keys are
interrupt
what
Fuzzy.
they should
Keep
be.
going, Fuzzy.
Yeah, it's fine. But and go figure. What are we seeing? Yeah, even though there's new leadership, and yeah, the process may be right. 343 needs new leadership because 343 messed up a lot with their compartmentalization, and you can look up a whole myriad of other things in their poor engineering practices. But who's the owner, and who's the one that decides that leadership? Microsoft. Microsoft is... Well, what do you know? They're the butt of the joke. Anybody in tech will tell you, yeah, if it's bad coding, it's probably Microsoft. They just don't know how to run a tech company anymore, and it's only because of Windows and their other cash cow businesses that are even stable right now, or even have any kind of growth. Gaming is not one of them. If you look at some serious data, PlayStation is, if I remember right, they're something like 22 to 25% of the console market, while Sony is what? PlayStation is what, 47% or something like that? It's like, and Sony has a lot, and PlayStation has a lot less resources to spend on Microsoft by exponential amount.
PlayStation has a lot of the market, mostly because of like quote-unquote culture around PlayStation. It's kind of like
PlayStation was a
the Apple.
behemoth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was.
PlayStation is the Apple of the video games industry. That's the issue. So like, even if they fuck up a lot, people still like over here in Brazil, a PlayStation 5 Pro is like you sell someone. You need to sell someone to the black market to get a PlayStation 5. And even then, people are like, I'm going to buy it. And it's like,
But to
It-
see
it's
our
just
closer to
because-
Microsoft. But to
Yeah,
see our
it's
closer to
good.
Microsoft as a comparison, because we're comparing PlayStation and Microsoft in terms of pure economic financials. Microsoft has all the resources, in theory, resources needed to be a giant, and they just can't do it. And Halo should be their star franchise. The original Halo games. Who ever remembers 20 years ago the lines and the obsession was over the original 3 Halo games?
Yes, I remember
Now
those.
nobody-
The lines were fucking massive. People camped out. I remember that.
There were entire was it the New York City's Broadway was like painted in fucking Halo shit.
Yep.
Yep.
It was everywhere. Like everyone in school was talking about it. Fucking, like I remember, like my dad and I, because I used to help him with the work and stuff. We would go through like drive-throughs, right? And because we used to do like basically home theater installment for a while. And I remember we went through the Burger King and like on the cup, like it was Halo 3. And shit like that. Like it was, at least I'm 90% sure it was Burger King. They had like a thing. Then Mountain Dew did Gamer Fuel thing, and that was the first time they'd ever done Gamer Fuel, by the way,
That's
too.
the first relic Gibbs ever got.
And the first of 2.
That was the first. Oh, was that the first incidence of Dorito Pope?
Yes.
But the big thing there is that it was a cultural phenomenon, the likes we have never quite seen on a same level in a very long time. Where everybody was ecstatic. Everybody was talking about it.
Also, Halo 2 had a an augmented reality contest going on where you were answering payphones and trying to discover lore behind something called ilovebees.com. And basically, some of these payphones were in locations where hurricanes were rolling through.
Yep, I remember some people actually like went out of their way to get them.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it was actually insane. So that was how massive Halo was. And you got to understand that Microsoft very much doesn't want this, very much
To die.
remembers that, and wants to somehow rekindle this. But they lack the insight to do it, because all the people in positions of power are either too cowed and scared, or B, trying to push some sort of agenda, but using the success of the legendary, basically, product that Halo is. And
I
so
would argue it's a... Oh,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No,
I'd say
I
argue
just
as a
wanted that
combination of both. Where yeah, you have let's face it, Microsoft is a Western Coast elite company that there is an agenda, and they're oblivious as try not to curse here because of my jerseyness. They're just ludicrously oblivious. I will always quote something from my father: never underestimate leadership's ability to mess things up. Microsoft is very much that, and when it comes to gaming, they've been messing up a disgusting amount. They can take the easiest of wins and turn it into a colossal loss. It's like when you take and again, cultural phenomenon. You take that to nobody cares about it anymore, and the long-term fans from the golden age, like in our age group, 20 years ago, just doesn't care about it anymore because overall we're so sick of being burned all the time by the incompetence.
So hold
That's
on,
an
I gotta.
impressive feat. Go ahead.
Before we go that, Yinglis, you fucking mental midget.
Oh no, Yinglis, run!
It was not Halo 3. I Love Bees is specific to Halo 2. The reason I know this is one, I watched a 5-hour documentary on it, and two, people still have the fucking CDs of the versions, the ultra rare versions of I Love Bees Halo 2.
Yeah, I think I've seen that at a friend's even.
Yeah.
It's been
Now,
so long.
as to
But continue.
just to try and steer to something more positive. Does anybody have any idea? Since I'm the eternal economic pessimist, anybody have any ideas of how they could possibly salvage this in a pure theoretical sense?
Fire them all, bring back the old guys.
Unironically seconding that.
Chain them
Yeah.
to a desk in the middle of a very large room, and in the middle of that fucking desk, there's a pile of cocaine.
And if they refuse the cocaine, shove their head in it.
Unironically.
Yinglis, just look up I Love Bees Halo 2. You could literally see it. You could go buy the fucking version for an astronomical amount of money, but you can do it.
You have the technology.
You do.
By the way, I may or may not have somebody from 343 that works at Gearbox now that pays a visit to the store, and yes, there was a battle royale in development, and may or may not be sleeping at the desks.
So the first couple things in order to recover or salvage the Halo studio to talk about. The first thing is a massive gutting needs to occur. Like there is, as far as I'm concerned, and this sucks to say, but virtually everyone needs to be gutted from top to bottom. The entire studio needs to be completely, honestly, shut down. Like, how to salvage this game? I don't think there's any salvaging the studio, to be more realistic. The reality is
kill
that
the birds! Kill the birds, George! Kill the birds!
the reality is that the studio itself should be shuttered, and a different studio should be put on. It's clear that the rot is too much to the core of that studio.
Yeah, like I said, they need to bring back people that have actually experienced success.
Yes.
Rather than people who are wanting to chase after the illusion of what they think they can do with the IP.
Absolutely.
Yes, and it must be as out of hands of Microsoft's claws as possible, although they've done a lot with 343 to be just here, but just to be safe, because never underestimate Microsoft whenever they touch anything. They need to, again, like Kip said, they need to outsource this. This is something where they legit need to outsource this.
They need to find there's two ways to go about this. Either outsource it to a studio with a competent track record, or B, which is how they did Halo in the first place, by the way, or B, shutter the studio and then just do a reach out program where you contact all the former creators of the better Halos that are more reputable, and you basically say how much to get you back into our new studio we're forming. And then once this new studio forms, or whether it gets outsourced to an outsourced company, this studio needs to be completely independent, meaning that it needs to not be having massive amounts of oversight, because Microsoft itself is corrupt to its core.
Yeah, they can't handle technical and engineering well at all. They're very bureaucratic.
They stay out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I look, Kips. I'm just going to copy the I Love Bees Wikipedia page that talks about Bungie's 2004 video game Halo 2, and just post that into the chat. I don't know where Yinglis is talking about Halo 3 from.
Yinglis
His
is
ass.
Now, to go on Kibbs's 2 points of either get the original, as many original creators or an outsource, just from pure practicality, I have doubts as to how willing many of the original Bungie people, original Halo people, are willing to come together. As far as I know from speaking to some real life people, they don't have fond memories of Microsoft and would really not have to deal with them again.
The big problem is they need somebody. They need somebody in charge of the Microsoft division for the game stuff that instills confidence, because you're not going to get them back. And the reality is, an outsourced studio is the more logical route, because getting the boys back would A, require large checks, and B, require competent management, to the point where management needs to understand that they need to not interfere with the ground floor development of the game. That means no censorship policy over the game's writing, and no political ideologies being infused into the game's production.
As to, oh god, the wine made. Oh god, I drank so much wine because of today.
Okay.
Long story short, Target Corporate decided to pay us a visit, and it was because I'm at a. I'm not gonna get on the rant.
You're just telling people where you work.
He is.
Everybody.
Doxing yourself.
But
Fuzzy!
back to Halo.
Careful with the alcohol.
So-
Make sure you drink
I
water.
know.
So
Was
here's
The other
At
way.
Halo.
Oh, I'll check.
Well, there's a vehicle there if you want it.
all right, calm down.
As to outsourcing,
Calm down.
it's fine.
Now, as for Halo, I would actually think that you should probably go bring back like Marty O'Donnell.
Martin O'Donnell,
bring-
yes.
Yeah. Some of the older school guys, the original voice actor for Master Chief. And bring back those people and have them explain to the would-be developers who, as you gut the original studio, get rid of all the these parasite that have been draining it. And just have them explain to them what they actually wanted the player to feel while playing Halo. That should be what they should prioritize.
Yeah, I
Having
remember
them
my
do it.
point now. The leadership factor, going off Artemis's point. It will take a unique character to, one, understand how to run a game development studio for Halo, and two, and this is the more important part in my opinion, push back against Microsoft successfully and somehow communicate to them how they need to not be Microsoft when managing this. That is, getting a character like that's gonna, one, require a lot of money, which, if it's just one person, it might just be worth it, and two, willing to put up with that much BS is not easy to find. It is a very rare personality trait.
But the other big things, right? And yes, Martin O'Donnell is running for Congress, so the odds of getting them back into the studio is very unlikely. Now, Martin O'Donnell is a instrumental component, and getting the original VA is also an important part. Not only because it shows the community that you care, but the music. The music in the modern Halo games is nothing like the originals.
The original.
It is generic and it feels Hollywood schlock. There's no vision to it. And that's something that the new stuff is sorely lacking. The other thing is the focus on single player, or the lack thereof of single player. Halo Infinite single player is absolutely garbage. It was clear that it was an afterthought and not the actual primary thing, and the primary thing that took all the resources was actually the multiplayer. Now this is bad for a couple. Hold on. This is bad for a couple of things. While multiplayer is something that is important, multiplayer can actually be built up with more content later on. It's incredibly important that the cornerstone of the campaign is finished and fleshed out. The reason why this is so important is because Halo Infinite didn't even have a conclusion to the campaign story. It was supposed to be DLC'd in. And that
it was awful.
That is a problem. That idea of DLCing it in, they've taken the multiplayer and reversed the roles of single player. The reason why multiplayer can be patched later is because if your campaign is a mess, like Halo Infinite's, there's nothing you can do to fix it. Nobody's going to want it to be fixed, and it's basically dead in the water. That's
And
why
the
Halo
issue
Infinite's
is
not
people would just
recoverable.
say, well, I only played X game for the multiplayer. It's like, okay, but why did people come in the first place?
The campaign is more important for the launch than anything else. The campaign is incredibly important. The fact that there was no cooperative multiplayer or no expansion on multiplayer's ideas. And also, it really shows how lacking the single player's design was when they created a sandbox. And is the multiplayer sandbox? No. Because the game isn't really designed for sandbox gameplay. Somebody thought this was a good idea on the board of directors or something and was like, sure, yeah, sandboxes are in. Let's add a sandbox. Rather than, should we have a sandbox? There was a reason why the Halo developers, when developing Halo, did not make the game have a sandbox. You know, because it's not just for technical limitations, but there's also gameplay ramifications. There's massive downtimes in between points of interest. And the AI in the game cannot handle the sandbox. The AI literally will not react if you're outranging them with sniper rifles and stuff.
Or if you get a flying machine, and then the game becomes
Trivial.
trivial.
But I also remember in Infinite running around with a extended Warthog with 4 like fuel rod guys or rocket launcher guys, and it's like the game is like, well, this is just piss easy now.
There's also the whole thing like you guys said that the Halo did not go well with sandbox, but I kind of disagree like on one thing. Halo was always like a linear experience, right? But the difference from for Halo from the other shooters that I played at the time, that Halo was massive. Like each set piece was, it felt
It's a
like
lot more
a
open,
set.
yes. But it was
felt
contained. That's the big
yeah.
thing, Bino.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the
I know,
best
that's
level
what
in
I-
Halo is, I think, the argument you should use. Now I'm going to help you out here because I don't think the
betrayals.
names. Yeah, 2 betrayals, or no, cartographer as well. Cartographer is huge. No, you try to trip me up. Silent Cartographer is unironically the best level in Halo 1. It is the peak level. It is the point of everything compared to it does not hold a candle to it. It is open, but it is contained. It has objectives, but you can explore, and it's not too big that you just waffle around for too long.
Armor lock up here if you
2
want it.
betrayals is just run backwards the level. Betrayals is just...
I feel like one more theory to Kip's point. The other prevalent theory as to what happened with Infinite is cut content. Whereas, like, for various reasons, there's compartmentalization, like a communication between the teams, ineffective Bickering management, they had to cut a lot of content where it could still mean that single player was an afterthought, but another possible reason of why it was an afterthought was because of these internal troubles.
I think it goes far beyond that. They wanted to release the game a year before they actually did. And the state of which they wanted to release the game was memed into almost non-existence.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
The monkey.
The Shrek brute, yes.
That
the
was
gorilla
embarrassing.
fucking looking, yep.
That looked like PS2 or possibly even PS1 graphics.
Okay, let's not be ridiculous. PS1 looks...
I know, I'm exaggerating. Probably more.
Halo
PS2.
3. Halo 3 is still held up, regardless of how long it's been since it's been released. Over what, 17 years ago?
Yeah, you can even clearly count the polygons very easily on the models, but the thing is, what Halo 3 has that the other, that Halo Infinite definitely doesn't have in Halo 5, sort of tried to mimic but failed, is Halo 3 is actually hyper-stylistic. It's not realism.
Mm-hmm.
It's why Halo 2 was kind of in the uncanny valley with certain things, because Halo 2 tried to go for realism. Then they walked that back in Halo 3 and went for a stylistic and very colorful and vibrant approach, which
The
worked very
brutes
well.
in Halo 3 were fantastic.
They were. Also, the brute design was a massive correction compared to 2. Like, just so much
And then
better.
they fucking made them into semi-humans in fucking Infinite. It was so weird.
And unnecessary.
Yeah. Like, Halo 3 also had atmosphere. Something Halo Infinite does not have.
All you have in Halo Infinite is Northwest Seattle geography. That's it. And we know this because they openly admit it to us.
What was the flashlight button?
Don't know.
You literally did the
Grenade
exact
button.
same thing I did.
It's probably number 4.
F.
This is the numbers.
Is Helldivers so fun because it's a bit procedural silent cartographer? Yeah, in a way. Unironically, Helldivers 2, every level is just, except for the blitzes, are just silent cartographer missions, where you're allowed to sort of explore, but in a contained area with preset objectives.
Not your domain.
Yinglis already giving his wrong opinions so soon after his previous set.
He always does this. He's a Yinglis. Yinglises do this. Yo, yeah. He's not Hungarian.
I remember when Robert heard the Hungarian in this game, he was very distraught.
It's like my people's language.
Also, I like the fact that he's carrying a fucking Havoc nuke on his chest.
No, he's abduct. No, he's gonna hentai that guy. Save the Marine. He's like, please. He grabs the fucking edge. Ah!
Oh, I saw it, Inglis. I knew you were wrong before. And Halo 2's brutes were actually ass.
Halo
They were
2's
one of
brutes
the
are bad.
Bullet sponges, terrible AI,
Yep.
ugly models.
They were, and the weapons were.
I honestly
Overpowered,
wish
that is a
Halo
good shot.
2 would have waited to be released so that it got rolled in 3. So 3 would have been, or Halo 3 would have been Halo 2, but in 360's engine. Like, it would be a massive upgrade.
I am not really all that mad about it. Halo 2 was great from the multiplayer aspect.
The multiplayer was fun. And the campaign, even though the brutes were fucking annoying, the game is still fun. Like, it is fun. It's only like the last, like, quarter, I guess, where the brutes become, like, the thing you have to fight. And the last quarter is not the worst thing. It could be, like, Red Faction,
Yeah.
last third.
Yeah, but the way the brutes, their culture is actually fully fleshed out in the fucking third game is fantastic.
Yeah, the world building in Halo is... The world building in Halo is really good. Okay, he died. Good job.
Yeah,
Well,
I shot him.
That was one of the main things, because Halo is this other thing that the new owners need.
fuck
not the new
off,
owners,
game.
What Microsoft really needs to understand: Halo is about really cool and really interesting worlds. It's not just a first-person shooter. What made Halo have an extra layer of depth was its greater setting, and that's something that they've kind of squandered by letting the quality of the work go. Because the recent Halo stuff has been very. I mean, look no further than the Halo TV show. How little
you know
they
what?
care.
An easy way that they can actually start somewhere small is make an ODST game.
Yeah, something
Like a good
small.
one?
Not about
Yeah.
Master Chief, but about something else. A spin-off series. Unironically, an ODST game right now would be far better than making Halo 1 again. Making Halo 1 again is not going to bring anything new to the table. Making Halo 1 again is only going to either A, destroy the foundations of what came before, or B, be a laughing stock compared to the original.
Is they're going to shove in everything and they're going to change characters. I don't want them to do that.
4 is the button, and it's just night vision.
How much would I
Yeah,
bet
he said that.
they use that to be the thing to blackwash Captain Keyes, like they did in the TV show?
I don't
Question of
Don't.
my life.
put that evil on me.
The question
Don't put that
is,
evil on
when
me.
will this station be back online?
But what if they do?
Why
it to
did they
justify
think
it?
that was a good idea when they literally could have just used Johnson?
All major uplink components are fried.
Yeah, they erased Johnson outright.
Which is funny, because Johnson was a good character who just happened to be black.
Commander.
Yeah, everybody loved him. That classic line in Halo 2. Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Rip the white sergeant from Halo 1 that people forget about.
The ending, but everybody likes the rocks and they had to share the rocks.
It was great.
God,
Shada.
DNA's not even fit for the bird cage liner. Damn. Wait, are Kibbs and Hands co-oping here? Yeah, we're just fucking around in the game while we talk about
Yeah,
Halo.
Hans has a really cringe name.
Yeah, we're talking about Halo while we have Halo gameplay.
Because just talking about the legacy of the game, right? Like, Halo Reach was sort of like... The reason why it's somber and kind of sad is because it was Bungie's farewell to the franchise, right? It was sort of meant to be melancholic. And that's the entire idea of Halo Reach as an
And
idea.
it also spelled the doom for the Halo franchise.
It did. Because everything after which follows is not remotely okay.
No, I mean all of the powers in armor lock and all the other bullshit
Yeah,
bled
destroyed.
over and became
It's patchy
horrendous
right
in all the other games.
Let's not touch anything.
The thing is, the power lock and all those armor abilities was kind of refreshing when Reach came out. I remember that being as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
they saturated the fucking
they
series
changed
after
the
that.
game.
Colonel, this is Noble One. There are no rebels.
And one thing you're noticing when you look at, say, Xbox and Xbox 360 to the modern era, like after Bungie left and you enter the Xbox One and now Xbox Series X, Microsoft has lost its identity, I'd argue. It's like, you look at the exclusives games in Xbox, the original Xbox and 360, how many of that type of game and passion do you see in modern Xbox? None of it. It is all gone, almost entirely.
Also, Real Snare is a member for 23 months and says, I could explain it to you, Hans, but I can't understand it for you. I also I would have to break Rule 6. Hi everyone.
Halsey, where have you been? Good to see you, little buddy.
Halsinator, please donate to Kill Tally.
Halsey, what the?
I don't even know what he's referring to at this point.
I have no idea.
Halsey, Tally needs help.
He probably thought I said something when someone else
I
said
ain't
something.
fucking doing shit.
I bet it's hand. I bet it's fuzzy.
Probably fuzzy.
Nah.
Or maybe he's behind in the stream.
Well, that still doesn't help me because I still don't know what he's talking about then.
You know how little that arrows are down.
In fact, looking at Microsoft and Halo, since this is my personal theory, you're seeing many of these publicly traded gaming companies, Microsoft being one of the crown examples because, well, Halo, they're just not making good games anymore, by and large.
Okay.
Like, name a single publicly traded big company in the game industry that is able to be effective these days. I'd be
Arrowhead?
hard pressed to name one.
Arrowhead is. I mean,
Yeah.
there
Or
are.
his own other than Sony. Well, Sony's actually probably the only one left, honestly, because that's technically
Nintendo?
Sony.
There are
Nintendo.
big companies that are competent. Like that's.
Our world.
It's not necessarily that big companies are flat evil. It's
Or
that
public. I'm talking public.
it's well even then it's not necessarily that. It's about going by case. We shouldn't generalize companies because if we do that, then it gets very hard to actually break down each problem because the problem that the Halo franchise is facing is not at all the same problems that the Life is Strange franchise had. Very
So
That's
you
a
have
talking point I do see coming up often, though.
Halo has a competency crisis.
yes, very bad competency crisis.
Whereas, look at that, kids. Look at that.
No, but thank you for your generous donation.
You gotta
So
read too.
he says I was 30 seconds behind the decision to remove Sergeant Johnson's
Ah, okay. Thank you.
unalive tally.
Yeah.
Hello, Halsinator.
You misspelled tally.
So the reason to remove Sergeant Johnson was that he was a big caricature of other of the Aliens franchise, right?
Yes, he was literally just meant to be the sergeant from Aliens, but the thing is, it was a positive stereotype.
Yes, but they didn't want him as that. So they removed the only positive stereotype of the thing. And then they had some weird fucking love
with Cortana.
child thing with Halsey and fucking Keys.
Oh, that, yeah.
Which makes no fucking sense given Halsey's actual personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just failing to understand the characters with the tone of the setting.
But to be fair, they just wanted to write their own story using Halo. That's what they actually wanted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it felt
Open
like.
a mission.
Ibs, are you gonna pick up the ordnance?
No, you can have it.
I don't want it.
You can be the play character.
I don't want it.
Hate you.
Good.
But yes,
I'll take your hammer.
unaliving tally. Good. Somebody needs to update the Excel with that.
Squeal will be back in a bit. Or Hands, can you do it?
Yeah, hands while you're playing. Can you do it?
Yeah, can you do it, Hands? I'll stand next to you. I'll stare at you.
So we have $4.99, another $4.99, and I'm assuming $5. So
Did you get my $10?
Welcome to
from
stream, Sir
earlier?
Devery. Hope you're having a good day,
no,
buddy.
because I've been doing my own thing, playing
Well,
the
that was
video.
on the previous stream.
Well, the subject we're talking about now is we're talking about the Halo
Should be
franchise.
fine.
Mostly like, we've been kind of bouncing a bit back and forth about the current Halo and misdirection, as well as what made Halo great to begin with, and sort of getting down to the nitty gritty about certain aspects. But
I got you, Holtzner. Holtzner says that could be part of it, but I think it was more because he's black, but not black as in the cultural black. Hashtag unalive tally. Yes, I can see that because they made race a issue and theme in the Halo TV series.
they did, which is not a good
It's
sign.
funny because it's not really an issue in Halo.
You see it happen to a lot of science fiction settings. This is sadly endemic, right?
I'm
It
still trying
happens.
to figure out how the fuck the Pillar of Autumn is gonna have Master Chief on it when they go next to Alpha Halo.
Nobody wants to know.
Oh,
dude.
you mean in the remake? Okay.
They're
so I was
been
gonna say-
shoehorning a lot of.
No, in the Halo TV series, the Pillar of Autumn's gone, right?
The Pillar of Autumn,
At this
well,
point?
Reach is gone, and he's not even on the Pillar of Autumn, and there's no signs
Yeah.
of the Pillar of Autumn mattering, and Captain Keyes died beforehand.
Yeah. So it's like, how the fuck is the Halo supposed to?
The problem with the Halo TV shows, it really just represents the serious lack of understanding of what makes Halo Halo by just literally being diversity. It's more like, how do I put it? It's malicious writing. It's actively antagonistic and divisive. It's constantly pushing race and sex issues, and even like blind people and stuff like that. And I don't know what the focus was, because they had a whole thing with a blind Spartan. So they're trying to be divisive because they're trying to attack the core audience. What is the core original audience of Halo? Who are the people that played Halo? Mostly
That played the original trilogy.
young kids, whether they were black or white, doesn't really matter. But they're playing on the fact that the vast majority of people that originally played Halo were white. And that's the people they're attacking, unironically.
And the issue being is that with every bomb of Halo series releases, it's just another period of time where the Halo franchise does not permeate through the cultural zeitgeist.
And
does
honestly,
not-
at this point, I would argue that it's a bit too far gone.
Yes, and that's the issue
Yeah.
because now you have Zoomers and other
The-
people are going like, "Well, what's Halo?"
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Unironically, I remember a number of years ago talking about Reach with some like really young coworkers, and do you know what they said, chat? Oh, Reach, that old Halo game.
I remember you telling that story, and
Yep.
yeah, that's how long ago.
A lot of people don't think about Halo anymore in terms of being new. And the reality is, if you think of Halo as like, oh, a cool thing, like, you're like me, you're on your way to your 30s,
Oh,
Ooh.
goddammit, kids, you fucking idiot.
But the big thing
Damn,
is
look how
that,
he blames you.
yeah, I know, the murderer blames the victim. Psychopath.
And back to Halo TV show,
you-
it speaks to
you
a
shouldn't have been
wider
wearing that
talent
skirt, man.
problem in the entertainment industry, where this goes back to management again. They just aren't looking for the people that can make a good Halo franchise, whether it's the TV show or a video game.
Rule 6 is always in effect, by the way, Halsey. The only reason why there's any sort of exceptions is as the rules dictate, is basically we are talking about the video game industry. And we are specifically focusing on the video game and entertainment, not the politics behind it. But these things are affecting the creative design of the game. And we know that because they've stated it so themselves.
Yep. Pablo Schreiber wanting to get the Mandalore treatment and refusing to keep his goddamn helmet on.
Oh my god, yes, Pablo Schreiber did that
Oh,
too.
he's just like, oh no, they have to see my face. I'm sorry. Chief doesn't take off his helmet.
I mean,
It
look,
stays on,
look
even
no
during
further
sex.
than Halo Industries or Halo, what do you call it? I forget the new company name. If you look at their website,
Halo
when
Studios.
it shows people like playing Halo, it shows like old women that look like my mom. Like,
So,
and I
here's
love
the
my
thing,
mom,
right?
but she doesn't love video games. She
What
hates them.
if See, here's the thing, Kibbs. If the Halo TV series had somebody like playing Master Chief, like the way Henry Cavill does, with the Witcher or any other content he like autistically likes.
I was gonna say, or the actor who
Had Henry
played
Cavill
Judge
been
Dredd.
Chief, I guarantee you we would have gotten better. Either Henry Cavill or the guy who played Judge Dredd. Oh, his name
who
was
actually respected the character.
You need real actors, real men, like actual, proper, who value the craft of acting. Acting is an art, and like any art, it has its
Part of
actual...
acting is actually understanding the character you're playing.
Yep, and a true actor, a true artist, will understand the role they are playing and will want to be that character and get into that mode. You know?
Carl Urban? Is that what his
Carl
name is?
Urban, yes, that's the guy. That is definitely him. Carl Urban. Carl Urban is really good.
Carl Urban, there you go.
He would have been also a fitting choice for Master Chief. He's definitely got the build for it. Just like Henry Cavill.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing is that, like when he played Judge Dredd, they were like, well, let's give him a love interest. And he's like, no, Judge Dredd doesn't have a love interest.
Yes, Carl Urban
Judge Dredd's love interest
They
is
also tried to
the
get him
law.
to take off his helmet, and he said no. Because he read the characters, like, the character would never take off his helmet.
Yeah.
He understood. And that, regardless of whatever Carl Urban's personal beliefs are, is irrelevant. That right there is an actor and a true artist. Meaning that he is somebody who should have been given the role. He would have respected the character. He is deserving of that role. Real actors respect characters. Because characters should be treated as people with respect and dignity.
That's why I think there needs to be like a filter process that goes for like video game actors. They go and they ask every actor, is like, hey, what if we change this? If they say yes, you get them out. You deny them immediately.
Hypothetically, what if Chief decided to, abandon his squad mates? It's like, what would he? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
So theoretically, say you have a rocket launcher with one round left in it.
What is Chief?
And you have a teammate who's willing to ride along with you. What would you do?
What would you do? Big thinking.
Obviously, I'll keep it for myself. That's a better weapon. Bro, get out of here.
Actually executes him.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Oh, no. Better yet. You as a Spartan have a rocket launcher with one shot left, and there's a Marine riding with you. What do?
Kill the Marine.
It's like, you are a fool and do not belong here.
What you really do is you give the Marine all the power weapons because they have unlimited ammo. And then when they die,
Real
you take it.
Holtonator donates $4.99. It says,
Donation.
really, what we need to do is make Texas a cultural powerhouse to rival California.
Sort
Hashtag
of.
unalive tally.
Didn't they start to do that, but they stopped?
There's a couple of studios, which I'm not going to name because I'd get into Rule 6.
Yep.
That are, I think are based in Texas.
Well, yeah, no. I know there are
I
some.
can give some insight into
so
this because
I know that there was a lot of the games industry moving there back in 2012, and I know that because of family. But beyond that, I don't know if that's still the case, because
I can give
Houston
some
was
insight.
a focal point for a lot of people in the industry, from what I know.
Because they were trying to there was talk of a bit of Texas becoming the new California for the tech sector.
Yep, as well as the gaming industry. Even
All right, Fuzzy, go ahead.
That was the talk. You can disagree with it. That was the talk.
I know, I'm talking, but that was a long time ago. Modern day Austin is...
stuff I'm talking about was decade old information, by the way.
Yeah, these days, not so much. Not even close. Houston's dying. Or Houston's entirely reliant on the oil sector. Gaming is not much of a focus there. Austin will be your closest for a tech sector, which will be more of where the gaming focus, and there are studios there, but to rival West Coast, not even close.
You would need a lot of tax
Exemption,
laws.
or-
Tax
Oops, sorry.
exemption laws. Wow,
Yeah,
kids.
It worked out.
Still have this Jeep,
Not
otherwise
to
they would
mention
kill you.
get a knowledge base to make companies want to move there.
Mm-hmm.
Because not a lot of those West Coast devs are not too eager to move to Texas.
Yes and no. It's just that again, there's a lot of stuff on the West Coast. The temperature is also different, and there's a lot
Yes.
more built up already. They want to just inhabit what has already been built up. They don't want to build anything. That's why
it's
they
a
stay on the
lot-
West Coast.
It's a lot of money to
move
there's
the
a lot of
infrastructure,
investment
yeah.
money needed to move the infrastructure, the knowledge base, entire new studio, new tech.
What knowledge base? Remember,
Exactly.
we're talking about people that are like who are
Okay,
just
so
inheriting other people's hard work.
one thing I will also talk about. Don't forget this too. So, from my understanding of the industry and how it worked from people on the inside, and still, especially for those that are more like freelance leaning and big, is that migration is a common thing, as in moving around. Like the family member that I had work in the industry basically moved to was it Shanghai? I can't remember. But they were in China working with a Chinese studio for a while, and then they switched and moved somewhere else. And they were always moving, all the time. And people, even on the upper echelons or in the mid, will move a lot. Now, some studios will be stable or sedentary, but that was even going on even before 2010. And I know that for a fact.
Like I move around a lot for work every like 5 years.
Lots of traveling, especially in the certain stages of the industry, and certain, especially even upper echelons of like the structure.
I know. But the big thing is that Fuzzy, nobody wants to move if they don't have to. There has to be massive incentive.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kibbs.
Jose donates $5 and says there would need to be funding. There would also need to be have a pipeline to recruit talents from schools that are culturally Texas. Actually, on the live Tully. Good thing you keep misspelling it. But yes, you're actually right. They do recruit a lot of people and personnel from studio or schools, and this is why the industry for a while tried to set up things like okay, I would dox myself. All right, so never mind. They tried to set up certain institutions, online-based institutions. The gaming industry tried to set up, and these online institutions, which I can't talk about, were geared towards trying to train people how to become insert blank role on studio, because I can't talk about it.
Yeah, like Rooster Teeth.
Rooster Teeth has educational
Rooster
stuff.
what?
What?
You don't know about that?
I
joking.
thought they did
I-
try to like.
I
Fund
know
it.
that they were involved in some stuff related to that. It's never really. I fell out of interest with Rooster Teeth in like 2000.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Basically, Rooster Teeth tried to start like sponsoring people to go to like gaming studio schools or whatever the fuck for content generation, and then have them work for them after they get out, and while they're on break, so that they could learn the trade and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. I think I remember hearing about that, but I never looked into it myself.
Yeah, it was basically slave labor.
Yes,
by
yeah.
other words, yes,
It's like,
But-
learn
but
to
it-
choose the
they
trade
did
but
it.
for a fucking margin of the price.
correct. Good
What's that?
job, Halsey. Keep donating towards killing Tally.
Dally, Halsey.
We're over $400 above those hoof lovers.
I need to work out a deal with an artist.
Yeah? Which one?
I don't know. One gullible. I mean, Bino's just staring at me. Joking, Bino.
I mean,
I don't care if Tali dies though. That's the
Goddamn Bino.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
She
man.
dies. She dies.
but think
you know,
about
like-
this, Albine. You get to watch India cry about a Fuda.
I'm going to watch Window cry no matter
About
what.
something
I
you're
have
going to be
something in
drawing,
the works.
probably.
Yeah. There's something
damn
that is already in the pipeline. Is there.
I declare that I want, at the end of this tally war, I do want my character stepping on the head of India's character. In
Yeah.
victory.
He's probably going to enjoy it though, like knowing that goddamn DGN.
Yeah, joke's on you. He's into that shit.
I know, which is why he shouldn't be resistant to it.
Now,
He's gonna
here's a Halo question for you. What could they possibly do with the story that makes sense?
Not
Nothing.
touch Chief.
So the problem is Halo 4 fundamentally was flawed, but it was still salvageable. I'm not a big fan of 4. I'm the biggest critic, but I would say that it's still salvageable. Halo 5 was like a kick in the
balls.
Yeah, it did irreparable damage. And Infinite just compounded that damage. It's the only feasible and smart thing would be to do is just go back to where Halo 3 or Reach was. Well, actually 3, because Reach is just a prequel. It doesn't matter. So go to where Halo 3 story left off and continue from there. Start from there, not from the beginning of Halo 1. 1, 2, and 3 are fine. They have some flaws, but nothing is perfect. And by God, I doubt they will actually do better than what Halo 1, 2, and 3 did. I don't think it's
I
possible.
can explain how to salvage the Halo storyline from 4 going forward.
No, let's hear
And
it.
it's that in Halo 5, it could be a Cortana, but it could be one of the rampancy split-offs that gained the power in the domain, and that they had sealed away the actual Cortana Cortana personality that you have to go save.
So it's
That
not
would be-
that Cortana was actually crazy, it was this other aspect.
Yeah,
effectively,
but yeah, and the rampancy was caused by the flood.
which is
and then that-
canonical. The flood does cause that in AI.
Correct. And that's why she like does all this crazy shit against humanity.
She's rampant.
Because you don't see any of the actions she takes against Earth in any of the fucking series.
Nope.
No, they just sweep it under the rug and make it the bandage. That's the big bad threat. And this endless, whatever it is, I didn't care to read too much into it.
I remember, at least over here, when they market the Halo 5, right? They made a whole thing about the Master Chief is a traitor now, and there's this new Sparta in the block that's going to kick Chief's ass, and like Master Chief versus whatever the new Spartan is. Man, it was based like trying to go to Mexicans and saying that Goku is a traitor now, and there's this new Saiyan in the block that's going to kick Goku's ass. People were very fucking mad about that.
I thought that the way that Halo 5 Guardians was marketed was false advertising. Because you had the point where Locke was standing over Chief while Chief was laying against the fucking statue of himself.
Yep.
And that they were supposed to be hunting him down as a traitor.
The marketing was terrible.
Instead, all you do is play as fucking Spartan Locke for like
80% of it.
and you're on one planet like most of the game. Like it was all bullshit. I think that was one of the worst fucking things. If they would actually carry through with like Chief being the an AWOL Spartan,
Like Renegade.
Renegade Spartan that everybody's like he causes catastrophic damage to a planet by following this Guardian or whatever, and that's what the UNSC thinks what happened was that he caused it. I would like to see that happen. I would like to see them actually try to hunt him
That would have
down.
been a better approach. Basically, make it so that I'm still not a fan of it, but it would have been a better approach. The Guardians are doing the damage, and because they're Forerunner bullshit, there's no evidence to suggest that they did it. And the only thing they know is that Chief is like there, and it's like okay. And now we know that Chief is at the part of it. And so maybe Locke's team isn't trying to necessarily blame him entirely. They're trying to get to him to get the piece of the puzzle. Like, Chief, you need to come in and debrief us. Like, what's going on? We can help you. Like, if you just bring us in. And he doesn't have time to be brought in or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, you won't understand. You'll just get in my way.
Yeah, because most people don't understand this. Well, most people in the Halo universe don't understand the weird fucking connection that
Chief has
Chief
with
has.
the foreigners.
No, with fucking Cortana.
Yep.
Remember, at the end of Halo 2, you lose Cortana, but you still have fucking unnatural events happen to you at the beginning of Halo 3.
Well,
Where you see her in in like fucking flashes of like
oh, you mean that? Okay,
premonitions
you meant that connection. Okay.
that cause your heart rate to flatline, and you give off readings as if you've died. Got him.
Get wrecked.
Destroyed. Covenant's cringe. Sunk. You sunk my battleship. Chad Chief got no time to babysit the little ones. See, that would have been a better portrayal, right? And then Locke is basically slapped aside, and then he goes and, realizes, because you need to make Locke not antagonistic to Chief. Locke needs to be able to piece the puzzles together, right? And he discovers what's going on, and then instead of getting in the way of Chief on the second act, he helps Chief and supports him. Because that's not what we got in the original. The original, he confronts him, fights him at every opportunity, and that's
And
it.
then releases him.
Yep.
That's it.
It's been too long.
Mom,
What have you done
Mom.
with my armor?
Well,
just some
additions I've made.
Indeed. Visegrad Relay. Its data center was home to one of my
Also,
xeno
Halsey,
archaeologists,
you
Professor
poor
Laszlo
character.
Quotas.
You've
He should
been
be
raped so
younger
bad.
in this one.
If he was a civilian male in his mid-60s,
I can't remember the timeline very well. She should be
Elites, then.
getting up in her age, but she shouldn't be this old, I don't think, yet.
Just after
Correct. She should not be this old. She should be like her late 40s.
This is how old she is in Halo 4, and that's more
Tell me
correct.
more about them.
Mhm.
3, Zealot class. One got bias. The leader, from the looks of him.
Zealots. You're certain?
Their armor configuration matched.
Shield strength 2.
I gave the order not to pursue. Our primary objective was to get the station's relay back online.
Your primary objective, Commander. Are you a puppet or a Spartan?
Ma'am?
There are those
You're in my
elite
feelings,
myself
ma'am.
included, who
Gonna
believe
cry
the
about it,
Covenant
ma'am.
dispatched
Ma'am.
advanced teams to hunt down artifacts
I seriously am not
valued
certain
to
which of these are men
Survivor
and
accounts
which of these are
suggest
women.
such
I'm
teams
just
are
presuming
small,
the
nimble,
shorties are
and
women.
almost always zealot
There's only
class.
two girls.
No doubt they came
Cat.
to the station for the abundance
Cat
of
and,
old
Halsey, yeah.
excavation data stored there.
Halsey, or Cat is the one arm, and Halsey's
Data
old.
retrieval was not a command directive, even had we known.
Is this
We
Noble
had
6?
other more urgent matters
Which
to
one is
attend.
Noble 6?
No, Noble 6 is the player character. He never takes off his helmet.
Yeah, but where
this
is he?
is...
I don't see him in here.
I think he's standing in the background as a background character. Your character always is in the background. You don't really do anything, except stand there.
By the way, chat, the number 6 identifier is the officer in charge in the military.
Before you ask,
I don't think
have
the
already
devs knew that.
attempted to access its
I need to
Shut
be right back.
as I am with
All right,
any
bye-bye.
unauthorized tap. That data is classified Tier 1. I could send you to the brig for interfering with my work.
Maybe you'd like to.
Chatfish are all excited, like, Mom!
We're currently under emergency planetary.
Chat Chief got
directive
no time to
by
babysit little
contingency.
ones. Do
I'm sure
know,
you're
not a
familiar
Halo
with the
fanatic.
punishment for civilian
That's okay.
interference with the Spartan
It's an
deployment.
acquired
Are
taste.
you threatening me, Commander?
Just making a reading suggestion, ma'am.
Oh my god, English, calm down. He's like, she, my six is a she. Oh my god, we got English
We'll be all
video game character pronouns wrong. We've been destroyed, Chatfish. Like, they just disintegrate. They do the little peace symbol.
If it was a she, the helmet would have been off, and they would be a really fucked up haircut.
What happened while I was away?
Lots
Everything.
of killing tally funds coming through.
How could he? Holy Nightor.
I'll go ahead and read that, Squealy.
Alternate is $5 games, and for both the new games and show, don't understand / care that Chief is an inspirational character. He is not supposed to be human on a live tally.
Yeah,
Unironically, yeah,
not
aspirational. Because the thing is, he is supposed to, at least at the end of 3, he was supposed to effectively become a myth, almost.
I think it was a myth by the time Halo 2 came. Yeah,
I want to say
Halo 2
not
came
one,
around.
not one, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good mission
Well,
because
the
if
thing
you
is,
can
the
remain
point being,
Spartans,
like,
yes.
his accolades are basically like so above what people normally can physically do, like even Spartans. And so he was supposed to basically enter into myth, not continue the story.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
go ahead.
for humans, like Chief isn't really known until the events of Halo. But Chief has already had so many accolades under like the Ghost of Onyx stuff.
I remember those books. But I say
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, the Ghost of Onyx. I think there was a few other ones where
There was a couple others by the same author.
a bunch of fucking Spartans getting wiped out by fucking explosions.
I'll be in touch.
Let's see. Commodore says Artemis 6 is the identifier for lead scouts and cavalry regiments. However, that's only for platoon. Anything up 6 is the OIC.
Officer in charge, yes. I know.
Little commissar fish. Yeah, commissar fish. He swims up to the bucket surface, breathing, because he's, holds his breath on when he's underwater.
Do it, Kibbs. Neutralize the... Never mind, you fucked up.
He's like, hey,
looking at
do you
chat.
know where the Covenant are? To the fucking elite.
He's like,
Go get them, Asgard.
Now-
Go ahead.
The funny part is that the original Mark 3 armor didn't have fucking energy shields. Because I think the
Didn't-
Mark 5 was the one that was in Halo 2.
Didn't they still basically like elite
Yes.
technology
They
to
used
make the energy
elite
shields.
energy cells for the Mark V armor, but then they eventually developed their own later on.
Oh yeah, I think Mjolnir Mark IV was in Halo 1, and that had energy shields.
If that's the case, then it was the Mark V that had the
Yes.
human-produced ones.
And that was in the start of Halo 5.
Was that book any good? I mean,
Halo 3.
most of the
Ghost
OG
of
books, are worth reading. A lot of sci-fi games, for some reason, had really good writing. Halo, Gears of War had good writing. The StarCraft series, for no fucking reason, these games just had really good books that like almost eclipsed their games in terms of writing. StarCraft especially. Holy shit.
I like the Master Chief stories about how they went to go take out some rebels, and the rebels had used like some type of pressure changing thing in an environmental chamber that he trapped them in, causing their suits to fucking lock up and causing them to pass out, which is funny as fuck. And then he stripped them naked.
Sad.
Yep. It was just a really thing. It was like, okay, well, the rebels seem to be able to have ways of messing with Spartans. It wasn't just like a one-sided affair.
They had started to develop some sort of strategy.
Of course, all the strategies went out the window when Covenant started invading.
No, I know you left out 40k on purpose. Well, no, it's not left out 40k on purpose. 40k doesn't qualify for what I just described. I'm talking about video game books. 40k is not a video game.
40k, like they literally just write the books to justify.
Well, it's not even that
stuff for the video game.
It has nothing. There's no video. It's a tabletop setting first. We're talking specifically about video games in this instance. Anything that relates to Halo.
Yeah, it's like calling Halo a card game.
Yes.
It doesn't make sense, even if it has a card game.
It'd be like us talking about Star Wars, like books. Star Wars books exist because Star Wars movie is what fathered the series. Because there actually are good 40k books.
Anything by quote-unquote Dan Abnett, or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I don't know about that, considering his writing was involved in fucking the Darktide game. But I digress. I'm messing with you, kids. I know you're messing with me, but it needs to be said because people will completely disregard it. I have problems with the franchise, but just because I have problems with the franchise doesn't mean there isn't good in it.
The Diablo books that came after Diablo are a good read.
I've heard
as
those
it explores other parts of the world it takes place in. The Diablo setting is extremely interesting. It's also extremely horrifying.
A book series to avoid is the Dead Island books. I'll tell you this. I don't know why I read them as a kid. They're fucking bad. They're fucking...
Because the trailer for the first Dead Island game.
All right. Spider Pig says 40k does everything to sell plastic except make it cheaper.
That's true. They sell everything to sell plastic at a high price. That's true.
40k is one of those hobbies that only exists in the first world.
Yeah, it's very hard for somebody who doesn't have a lot of like hundreds of dollars.
Some people want a car. Some people want to play 40k.
No, it doesn't exist.
Why not both?
It doesn't exist. In Brazil, it's pretty big on stuff, right? No, like the first time I ever heard about 40k was when the Space Marine in the first game came out, and they had to do a whole session on the game magazine explaining what a Space Marine was, and it felt like someone reading the list of superpowers their Sonic LC had. Like, I still remember to this day, Space Marines can speed test, eat anything, heal from anything. They have this and that. It's like, that's pretty
good.
Halsey donates a generous $10 and says even Hellgate London had decent books, though they're a bit YA.
Yeah, young action.
By the way, I'm taking care of
the
sheet now by my hand.
All right.
As soon as you came back, I assumed you did.
Also,
okay, good.
One of the best parts of Halo books is when Chief rips the mask off a grunt and locks it in a cabinet to suffocate unalive Tally. You can't spell Tally, and it's different every time he types it. He's just guessing. He's just throwing darts at the board. And he's like, I don't know.
It's the thought that counts.
One of his darts lands another Chatfish and starts screaming like.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows what YA means, right?
Not necessarily. It's not.
If somebody hasn't read books or gone to Barnes and Noble in a very long time, people are not going to remember that acronym.
Yeah.
But the big thing is that I like Chief in the books because Chief in the books has a little bit more
Personality.
conviction in the way he fucks up the Covenant.
Gibbs, you're running in a circle.
He is because he's thinking about things.
I'm thinking about things. I was just reading
Exactly.
Chatfish. Oh,
Would Chief in the
just
books kill Arbiter when in Halo 3?
He tried to do it.
I was gonna say it's not like would he?
Would he ignore fucking John?
The
Just
only
kill him.
reason Master Chief stopped is because
He physically can't do.
he
John Snow
basically was ordered to not do it.
Because Arbiter's brains are about to get blown out of his skull.
Yep.
And then they became
never
the best of friends. Oh look, it's the big aliens that they only use once. Nice.
They gained a warrior's respect for each other.
So I don't know. I remember when I started playing Halo 3, I shot Arbiter a lot, and I didn't understand that he was a companion.
What? How old were you, Bino?
I was...
Little bean sprout.
Oh my god, the more we talk about this, the more I just know that the bunch cast this week is also going to be about this subject. No, even talking about it briefly, it's just such a fucking can of worms.
I can't wait for the issue of the Gears of War TV series to have issues.
Oh no, because Gears of War E-Day.
Mm-hmm.
See, as cool as E-Day is, and E-Day is something I wish they would have done after Gears of War 3. I'm wondering if they're giving us it now because 4 and 5 are not only flatlining, but will they actually make it about Dom and Marcus? And also remember what happens in 3 when they talk about what happened in the past, and Judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, man, if they fuck that
Did you
up...
play Judgment yet?
I played Judgment originally. We haven't done it for chat yet. We need to play that next.
I like Judgment.
You know, kids, look, it's Spider Pig has been a member for 14 months.
Thank you for the long-term support,
He says
Spider-Pig.
40K sees itself as a lifestyle brand selling bespoke products. Their staff see their biggest retail competitors as a Landier comp. Lingerie company, I'm pretty sure is that I meant to say.
Yeah. Eaglet says, hold it, the Arbiter didn't even try defending himself. Normal elites were shown manhandling Spartans. Arbiter would have at least fought Chief to a draw. No, he wouldn't have.
No.
And
That
you don't
is some grade A copium.
So you don't understand. Spartan 2s
are stronger than every other Spartan.
Yes,
And
Spartan
elites.
3s. Yeah, Spartan 3s may be beaten up by elites. Spartan 2s, you
are
can
bigger
watch.
and stronger and faster.
Yeah, in the Halo Legends and some of the other like additional
Legends,
media,
shut the fuck up.
you actually see the Spartan 2 kill teams going through and fucking up dozens and dozens of elites on the way to their objective. They're
Because
not even
remember,
the main objective.
Because remember, the reason they made the Spartan 3s is because the Spartan 2s were they were a massive like resource dump to train them.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, wasn't their attrition rate like close to like 60 to 70%?
Well, it's not even that. Well, maybe, but the main issue is that it took so fucking long to find people hyper compatible with the augmentation process to make them that overpowered, and
Because
they
if
didn't have the luxury of doing so.
Yep. Because if they didn't, they would still be augmented, but they would basically be like broken people. Like the head of Oni after Reach, if I remember right, was a Spartan 2. That basically
Johnson is a dropout.
Yeah.
He's got the augmentation, but not the like the full line.
I thought Johnson was a dropout from Spartan 1 program, not
He
Spartan
was.
2.
He was a dropout from the Spartan 1 program. He has some augmentations that the Spartans go through.
It's just not like the end of the process ones.
Yep. It's why he can handle heavy weapons like Chief can.
Heavy weapons.
It's also why he could fight elites like, well, not as good as Chief, but like a Spartan can.
Good night, Fractal and Spider Pig. Take care, buddies.
Also, you have fucking ODSTs and like other like normal humans in the Halo Wars series fighting Spartans in the same way. It takes like 2 or 3 humans to do it, but they
can do it.
Yeah. A grunt one-shotted a Spartan 2. It was pre-shields though. Yes. Yes, Halo.
So basically, it got a lucky shot, is what you're saying.
And also in the comics of Halo, the fucking Didac is still alive, and they kill him off in a kill team with Spartan Lock.
Oh, doesn't he also have like a family or something dumb like that?
No, well, the librarian was his wife or
Yes.
whatever.
Oh no! Sorry. I'm thinking of Guilty Spark when he got a human body.
Correct.
That's really dumb.
Yeah, Guilty Spark.
I like that part.
Basically, like abducted a woman and her fucking team, put like bombs strapped around their necks, and would kill them if they tried to resist or whatever. And this basically became a bounty hunter. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, I didn't really read it. I looked at the cover of that, and it looked like some generic sci-fi cover art. Because you have, like, Guilty Spark and, like, this weird power armor body or whatever. And, like, looks derpy. Guilty Spark got a what? Yeah, he got basically a girlfriend.
So Sergeant Johnson sacrificed his life to break the restraining device on Guilty Spark.
That's the... Right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Guilty Spark was meant to have died. But...
Correct. But basically, Guilty Spark woke up and he was in a terrible state, but he had access to his memories as a human.
So he
after
became
that point.
Claptrap. That's what you're saying?
What the fuck? No
if
way that's
Claptrap
canon.
was
When could that
sadistic
have
and
Chapfish are
didn't
fucking
give a
bad.
shit about anybody around him and didn't care about being funny.
Bino's doing the big thinkies.
God, just looking at all these old characters makes me just hate how bad most of the new
One of the
characters in
problems
the new trilogy are.
with the Halo lore, in my opinion, my critique of it, my personal opinion, is that they didn't let a lot of these characters retire or rest. Guilty Spark, they kept bringing a lot of characters back because of the member berries, when they really needed to build up new characters. Like, Master Chief probably should have been brought back at some point, but...
Halo 4 should have been it.
Halo 4 should have been the end of his story, like he does some sort of heroic sacrifice.
No, the issue is he did. It was the ending of Halo 3.
Yeah, Cortana was his sacrifice.
Yeah, that's true. His, like, only friend.
Like, you could, in Halo 4, at the end, you can see the tiredness at the end of the, in his eyes when he was taking off his armor.
He's just done.
It's like Microsoft refuses to let the chief retire, and their inability to, on top of their inability to write up new characters, it's
okay, the same
direction
problem.
You need to go, it's execution. It's all execution problem, or a lot of it at least.
It's the same problem as Activision Blizzard has with the Warcraft characters. The Great Green Pickle Thrall, like he just keeps coming back. In the latest expansion, there's Thrall again. And he's back.
He does nothing.
He does nothing. He's just... It's so bad in World of Warcraft that he just stands there and does fucking nothing. Because his character arc is done. They bring him out just to put him on the cover art to sell more games.
What I would have actually liked to have is after Halo 4, a couple games go by and you're like jumping like 20 or maybe, yeah, like 10 or 20 years into the future. And you have a Spartan team going up, and you have some fucking asshole commander ordering you around to do shit.
That's
and
Halo 4.
Okay, Squealy, shut the fuck up. So, and then you have some asshole commander telling you to do shit, and it's like, okay, well, why the fuck is this guy telling me what to do? He's fucking old. He's not, he probably hasn't seen a fucking battlefield in a long ass time. And he's like, you can't really talk to him. He's very unpersonable. And then towards the end of the game, you find out it's fucking Master Chief, and he's trying to tell you things because that's how he survived.
Just the issue is, He's an old man at that point. He doesn't
And
want to
he,
deal with people
and
shit.
he didn't grow up normally. He doesn't know how to communicate.
With people, yeah.
Because
the character goes
Oni
to
did kind
complain.
of, or I say Oni, Halsey did kind of raise him as a psychopath.
Yeah, intentionally so.
Yes, it was intentional. And arguably, it worked.
Mm-hmm.
He
Well, not
go-
just him, it was all the Spartan 2s. They were raised to be kind of psychopathic.
the character goes to complain at the end of the game, and he sees Chief, and Chief just does the Soviet thing with the medals and blinds the guy. Like there's so many medals in the fucking chest. Like
Oh my god, yeah.
he needs like some younger person to help him carry the weight of the medals around because
On a
even with the
second jacket,
augments-
yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, like even if the augments, he's taking its toll with the age, you know.
I get your point, but it's funny. But the big thing is that I think they really just need to let Chief's story end and start building up new and exciting characters. You know what I mean?
They
things
wanted to
get
do that with
interesting.
Locke. Fucked it up.
But the problem with Locke is they didn't build him up in a game; they built him up in a TV show, right,
Yeah.
or miniseries, and that was a disaster because barely anybody watched that miniseries.
I watched it, but I didn't like it because they incorporated a new Covenant variant of the Hunter worms,
Oh God, I didn't even see.
Lococo worms, or whatever the fuck they are.
Le Coco.
But Master Huntsman asks, do the military do simple augmentations? For example, enhanced strength, better vision on regular Joes in their ranks? Yes. Some of them get some body enhancement, like steroid stuff, but it's like low level. The ODSTs get a lot of augmentations because they're higher end soldiers. But they don't get anything close to what the Spartans get. And it's shown in one of the books on Master Chief's childhood about them sending in the Spartan, sending him as a boy in a fucking group of ODSTs intentionally to cause a fight.
Well, if I remember,
And-
the ODST's orders were to intentionally see how much he could take.
Yeah, and then Master Chief ended up killing them and severely crippling a lot of them.
He killed 3, I think it was, and then he severely crippled the rest.
And that's what caused the ODSTs to significantly hate Spartans
Because they beat the shit out of them.
as children.
And then didn't even care.
Yep.
That's just one of the things, right? That they just don't seem to understand.
If we had...
Go ahead.
I think the people that made the ODST trailer, the live-action ODST trailer, the boot camp and everything, should be just given control over an ODST storyline and do a live-action series.
You have a far better grasp of what ODTs are supposed to be anyway.
Fuck yeah, they do.
It's just sad. Sad to see the state of the franchise.
So much
Potato.
potential, but as
Potential
the old
is
saying
potential.
goes-
Yeah.
As the old saying goes, never underestimate Luthor's ability to mess things up.
Should have gotten a show about the ODST characters. I mean, I think the one problem I had with Halo 3 ODST as well, it was kind of cool. It was a not very well made game. It has a lot of problems in it.
It wasn't meant to be well made. It was. That's why they changed it from Halo ODST to Halo 3 ODST or something like that.
Yep, because it was not up to specs. That's
They
also
didn't believe that it could be a standalone game, so they used the title of Halo 3 to sell it.
Push copies.
Yep, and
Yep.
it actually helped because ODST did need the help. ODST suffered from a lot of problems, both development-wise and just with random romance in it. There's cool things they really fucked up though. Number one, the game, you're not really a human. You kind of just play like Chief. They lower your health. Yeah, they make it so that you don't jump as high or
Dual
whatever.
wield.
Or dual wield. But the
Yeah,
problem
dual
is
wield.
you still feel like Chief because the entire engine, the earlier Slipstream engine or whatever they called it, was designed for you to be Chief.
Mm-hmm.
And it was clear that the game was not designed to do anything else.
Yeah, the foundation was flawed.
Halo Landfall was better than the TV show.
God damn it,
Halo
Emil.
Landfall unironically was better than the TV show. It felt like a young adult movie though. That's the one where the basically like Marines in training, right?
No.
Which one was Landfall?
Landfall was the commercial leading up to Halo 3.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Where they have to the factory starts up, and it starts pouring metal and building up the armor and vehicles.
God damn
the
it.
Weaponry of the
Emil, stop
UNSC.
being fucking useless.
Halo 3
And then
unironically had the best promotional material.
It did.
Like, remember that fucking scene where... And the worst part about Remember is it's actually a crock of shit that nothing like that ever happens. Where it's like Chief captured and there's Marines dying and the sad piano playing.
No,
Pans Across the Battlefield.
Believe.
Or Believe, yeah.
And then you had the Halo 3 museum piece stuff campaign. We bring in these really old people talking about their horrific
Their experiences in the war.
The Human Covenant War.
That was
Honestly,
pretty good.
that
I
was
like
fucking
that.
solid.
That was novel. I actually liked
They
that.
brought in a few actors that really sold the
PTSD
idea.
aspect,
Yeah.
too. Like, it was fucking good. If you've not seen it yet, you gotta watch them. They're pretty good. Like, all the Halo 3 advertisement material was so good that it pumped up the hype for the game. And I know Halo 3 was... If I remember right, there were people that were disappointed with it. I think mostly due to how short it was.
Yes.
I think that
But
was
again,
one of
that's
the big
because
things.
Bungie wanted to quickly churn out the games because they were already at that point thinking about
leaving.
Leaving, yeah.
Yep, so Halo 3 kind of got rushed. Which is why Halo 3 just feels like it's weird. Like, you go from being on Earth to the Ark, and then all of a sudden you're doing the final mission. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It felt like the Earth section should have been expanded, the Battle for
Mhm.
Earth a little, and it felt like the Ark should have been, like the Earth section should have been a third, or a fourth, right? And the 2/3 or 2/4, basically half, should have been the Ark, building up the Ark and doing stuff in the Ark. With the last
that's
act
what they said.
basically finally.
Halo 2 and Halo 3 should have been
One game.
one game. Is because Halo 2 starts on New Mombasa Earth, and then you get back to New Mombasa Earth or town of Torfoy or whatever.
Savoy, East Savoy, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I never played Halo 2. Is it worth playing? Or
Yeah, it's fun. It's worth
Yeah,
playing.
all of the Halos are worth playing except for Reach.
Halo 2 is what you should be playing on the remastered graphics, though. Because Halo 2 remastered graphics actually wasn't lazy like the Halo 1 remaster.
I think it's too bright.
What, the 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see maybe an argument for that. I would say, though, it's still better, though. Because the problem with Halo 1 with remastered graphics is they just took Reach and were like,
Mhm.
this is different. It's like, and then they charged a lot of money for it. It's like, come on.
Also, chat, to be clear, when I say all of the Halos are good, I only count Halo Reach through 4 as Halo games. Everything afterwards, I don't count.
Chatbot. Transmitting visual. You've seen this cat?
Confirmed.
I think I should also point out about the original trilogy. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, as we're learning more and more as time goes on. Much of what caused the modern rot of Halo existed back then. It's just that Bungie and the current people at Bungie were able to persevere in spite of Microsoft.
Maybe. The issue being is because I know that their shit got cut from Halo 2 and how Halo 3 ended up, that was also on Bungie. For the lack of progress in the game and that they rushed it.
Team's discovery last night was not an anomaly. Large
And not an anomaly.
have occurred undetected, and we are now under attack across the Vieri territory, including orbital defenses. As per the winter contingency, we are countering on every front. Noble's reconnaissance has also identified sophisticated Covenant army hiding canopies.
Last streamer brother played Halo 1 through 3, Reach, all, Lasso. Your brother
Mhm.
will be put down. It's like,
You're a fool.
It's something kids could never do.
Well, your brother's a fool anyway.
Halo 1
By the way,
remastered. It was also lazy, yeah.
This entire thing right here is a pre-rendered cutscene.
Yep. It's also really dumb.
What?
Because they're driving in open desert.
Yeah.
Into a Covenant, like, army.
It looks cool as fuck.
It does look cool, but they're gonna get fucking raped.
That guy died. It does look cool.
Again, this is a desperate gun run to get the fuck out of here.
Well, not necessarily out of there. Get to the Covenant defensive positions.
Break the shield so they can fire it up from orbit, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to take out a shield battery, and so goodbye. And
That
so
was the Wilhelm and
yeah,
slowed down reverb.
It was.
Yes, it was.
But this isn't. This is meant for at least the Spartans to get in, because they can reasonably be assured that if Spartans get across the line, that they can get the shield down. Everybody else was sacrificial lamb for that to happen.
Boom.
I never liked a grenade launcher personally.
It's a weapon that you need to get used to.
It's not quite how I'd prefer a grenade launcher to work, but it's workable. It's a bit gimmicky, though.
Yeah.
But he's got to bounce and project. And it has, like, no ammo. God damn it.
Good job, Gibbs.
Showing off Beano's fan art again.
You yourself. No, you
What?
didn't.
There must have been There must have been a grenade behind me that exploded.
What could it keep the Ice Age?
Let's be as close as possible to ensure max casualties. I don't want to pay these soldiers pensions, screams the High Commander. Or the commander of the planet. And so like, oh, sir, yes, sir.
They're all actually bad company.
Well, if they were as close as possible, the enemy would have a hard time picking out which ones are Spartans.
Go shut down those AA guns.
My God, ants. But yeah, should have read my DMs open so chat could see cool stuff. Like you horny bastard. Pinkies who will be a horny kid.
AA gun should be in visual range. To Lima 4 to Noble 1, those guns are pounding us with high-velocity plasma shells.
Terrible lines.
What do you mean terrible lines?
He's really calm as he's saying that they're bombarding us.
Some of the VA work is a bit bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yes, they're the lines themselves are fine. The VA saying them,
the delivery is bad. Yeah.
Because I would be
bombing
screaming,
us.
"Get this shit offline! They are fucking my men up." Because all it does is sound like one of those CIA operators on the line telling you to go do shit that's gonna get you killed.
He's like, I've sent more men to die today. I don't care about
die.
I'm not too attached to
Die.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice acting in the Halo series is what I'd call
fluctuating.
Fluctuates.
Hit or miss.
It's pretty good in 1, 2, and 3, but it felt like Reach.
I don't know what you're talking about, kid. Master Chief's like line deliveries are always great.
I'm not talking about Master Chief, the character, the actor who plays him. I'm talking about the goddamn, like, soldiers and other characters in the environment. Should have tickled Blake when I had the chance. I agree, Chatfish. I absolutely agree with you. Rocket Hog's pretty based. This is what I mean, though.
I like how English is like, winter contingency is a protocol that says when companies land, a full-scale counteroffensive on every front is it's not a matter of being a sacrificial lamb. It's a get off my planet. The problem is that the Covenant don't care if you're doing a full-scale counteroffensive on every front with every person available. Remember, this is the point in the war where
they're just going to glass planets.
They're going to glass the fuck out of your planet and then collect whatever they want, because most Forerunner artifacts and buildings can survive a glassing. It's why they do it first.
Because that's the thing they actually care about.
Yeah.
Wasn't Reach the first contact to the Covenant though?
No,
No,
Contact
no,
Harvest
that
was the
Harvest,
first
yeah.
contact.
Harvest. Okay.
Hence the name of the book.
Contact Harvest, yes.
Yep. And also they refer to it in Halo Wars that the humans fought for
No,
it
you
back
little
and
shit.
forth.
Okay, or does it say you almost knocked me off course, you fucking jackal?
Nice.
Witnessing Hans' driving skills.
And there goes the vehicle.
Thanks, Cat.
When do you get to the Goon Cave of the Rizzler?
The
says
Goon Cave of
Blake.
the Great Rizzler? That's Halo 2. I know the reference. It's from a meme. A Zoomer meme about Halo. It's Halo in Zoomer speech. Where are we?
Is the Goon Cave just the
Goon
fucking,
Cave, the Great Rizzler.
grave mind?
No, it's the fucking room for the Arbiters.
Oh.
It's when the prophets are talking.
Oh, that reminds me. Halo 3. No. Halo 2. Is it Halo 2? It might be Halo 2. You're supposed to fight through the mausoleum of the Arbiters that are being infected by the Flood. And
That would have
their
been cool.
And at the very end, you're supposed to detach the mausoleum from the its anchors on the ceiling and have it crashing into the fucking city below.
Cool.
To allow yourself to get to the key ship.
Man, they really did drop the ball. Because I remember that section of Halo 2 just sucked. It was so rushed.
I
That's the
fucking hate
point.
these jackals. Worst fucking jackal variants I've ever seen.
Just fucking little guys. Little guys that are dead.
Fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't they get extinct? I think because of Reach being less or something like that.
The jack.
They show up in
skirmishers.
Infinite. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
skirmisher
skirmishers.
jackals show up in
No,
Infinite.
but you just didn't think about skirmishers, like in context of the series. They just want to try out a new enemy type.
I understand that.
That's the actual reason, but
Yeah, but they do get extinct.
I like skirmishers. I wish they were in the other Halo games.
They don't get extincted. They show up in Halo Infinite.
Okay, they changed that then. The thing is, after Halo 3, Halo franchise died to me, so I didn't pay attention anymore. Oh,
sadly I
after
turned
Reach,
the
mean.
corner and I saw a grunt with 2 grenades in his hands.
He was very dedicated to the cause.
Hans will be remembered as a hero
He
for
was.
the Republic of Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan.
I'm gonna run back and grab the gun I stole.
Okay.
Are you?
You're
I did.
allowed. Did he just get to walk a hog? No, we didn't.
Okay, come on. Both these weapons use crystal.
Yeah, the so again, the Covenant are so
crap.
large as a faction that this winter contingency is only to buy time for people to evacuate the planet.
Yep.
It doesn't actually matter to get the fuck off my planet because that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
It's not going to stop them.
The big thing about the winter contingency for the military side is that it's a sustained offensive on all fronts, which means that there's no way logistically they can hold that. And the reason why, from a tactical sense, that sort of explains what Artemis just said, is because anyone that's launching an offense like that does not plan to win the war. It's like attack everywhere. It's like, okay, well, you're not going to have any built up. Your logistics are going to be stretched to their max. But it's because they're literally on a ticking time clock where it doesn't matter. They're not fighting an adversary that wants territory or land. They're fighting a war of extermination.
The English. Are there skirmisher jackals in Halo Infinite? Do they do the same moves and the same actions? If the answer is yes, they're skirmishers.
Because the big thing is, with the Covenant, is they don't take prisoners.
The
Like,
only one
No.
time they did do that is if they wanted a bit of information and they killed them after.
Like they took Keys prisoner in Halo 1, but it's because they were like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we on a Halo ring?
It's not just
yeah,
that. They
the
still want to
only-
get information out of them.
The only humans they like are white women with flat chests, and they make them the third or fourth in command of the entire Covenant fleet.
Oh god, the Halo TV show. The Halo TV show, where they had a human in it. Like, I could not understate how incredibly fucking
The moment that
nonsensical
happened,
that is.
I knew that it was not worth watching.
Yep.
And the solution to that,
Yep.
or at least temporary,
Don't watch
was
it.
the master you know what.
I mean,
Well,
the
because
minute
again,
you see
they
that, there's
wanted
no
to
point
make
watching.
their own story using Halo. That's it.
Yeah.
The fact that the Sheng Xiaoyun were talking to a human of all things, and not torturing the fuck out of them for their own like delight, tells me that they were not taking the series seriously. Because I know Truth would have been fucking
Withered.
no, he'd be giddy using like a cattle prod to torture the fuck out of a human.
Oh no, I meant like allowing a human into the command structure.
Oh yes, definitely.
That'd be retarded, and that would also be incredibly contradictory towards their orders. The prophets like will when they realized that the humans were a contradiction to the religion.
Because if I remember right, the reason the prophets, or at least Truth, hated humans is because they found out early on that humans were actually the inheritors of the Forerunners.
Yep, because in the old Halo lore, humans were the Forerunners, and they could operate Forerunner technology, which is not okay because there's no way
it was
they could be able to do
blasphemous to their religion.
Well, the legend said that the Halo rings allowed the Forerunners to transcend into gods, but the fact that the humans had the icon of the Reclaimer signified that they could use the technology, signified that the religion is mistaken somehow, because if they all transferred into gods, how the fuck are they still around?
Yep. They shouldn't be here. Humans can't exist. Because they should be gods. And that's why the prophets wanted to cover it up.
You have more money.
He's unalive the Halo TV show cast. Unalive tally. Redundant statements. Thank you for your donation.
No, leave the cast alone.
Yeah, but the cast has nothing to do with it. And honestly, you shouldn't unalive anyone.
Except Tally.
It reminds me of when people were really hating the Big Bang Theory.
Or Game of Thrones.
Yes, where they got vicious towards the cast members and they're just doing a job.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
People got vicious towards. I remember,
Cat either hop in or piss off, so
like
I
Siri
stop
or something like
running
that, and that was and also a Joffrey or whatever that character's name was.
Joffrey's actor got a lot of shit.
Got harassed.
He's a kid, by the way.
Yeah, no.
If I remember right, he was thinking about leaving acting anyway. It's just that kind of
pushed
made
him
the
on.
decision for him.
The big thing is this is why. Hold on. This is why it's important not to. And I'll let you say it. But this is why it's important to not ever blame the cast or actors, even if they say stupid shit. You know what? They're dumb morons. Fuck them. Who cares what some Muppet says, right? A dancing puppet. Who cares? Respect actors who are worth respecting for the craft, and nothing more.
The issue, sorry about interrupting earlier.
I know, but when you say that on the internet, you have to clarify, because context is key.
Yeah. The issue is, the Joffrey actor was actually very good at his job. I think he's the only
same with the
actor
actor for Cersei.
Yeah, incredibly talented.
Yeah, and I think he was the only kid actor that I liked.
Well, it's good that he got out of acting, because kid actors
Yeah.
it never ends well.
They always get abused.
And there's an issue of being a good actor when you play a villain role.
Good morning,
a lot
Simper.
a lot of the human population is below 80 IQ. You know,
A lot of them?
a lot of them.
In Brazil?
More than I would like to know. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, there are some great actors out there that make you hate the character. Like in Stargate Atlantis, the guy that tells you that he asks you if you're friends yet.
Friends yet?
Don't worry, you will be.
I mean, that just happens from time to time, right? Like the ones from Didney. Trevor's a big
I'm sure
Didney
the
fans.
majority of things that actors actually say is because they're just trying to fit in with the other crowd.
Well, often actors will also regurgitate the same talking points as other ones, and will actually keep their true opinions hidden.
Thermrat is desperately
Why
trying
so
to.
negative holes? All lives matter. Hashtag BMW. Hashtag fit.
But there's no save tally fund there.
All lives matter means tally lives matter.
Also, he's donated to Tally Lives before.
Yeah, but he didn't say that for her to live.
I remember a very sad, like when I downloaded Halo Master Chief, this one, right? I had bought a TV to be my computer monitor.
Hang in there, Bino.
Are you dying?
And
beans.
Maybe.
Just don't interrupt.
This decision
Yeah.
right here was kind of funny to me. Like, literally, Intel is like, yo, this is an EMP shield. And the pilot is like, yeah, we're going through it.
I'm gonna kill myself. That's all I said.
Here's my question. Why didn't they fly to the very top of the shield and then slowly drop down into the shield on the top of the tower?
Because they wanted you to actually have to fight up to the tower. That's the actual answer.
You can actually do a little funny thing over here in this part. I used to grab the jetpack and steal one of the flying
Banshees?
Purple thing, yeah, the benches. And I would always jump on the rocks and steal one of the benches, fly to the top, and skip the whole level.
Okay.
Why would you do that, Bino? That's racist. Say, Bino, sorry.
I was
Bino.
trying to
Actually a
Nazi.
speedrunner.
Nazi Bino.
I know I was trying to beat this in Legendary by myself.
Legendary's not worth playing through.
It's not. I had to
Stormrat
choose the
says
entire
he
game.
mistyped all and he meant tally.
That's the spirit. Because I'm a grumpy
then
old man.
Maker.
No lives matter. Unlive tally. Fire the Halo Riders. That's better. Thank you for your generous donation, little Halsey.
Good job,
Halsey.
Halsey.
And Sturmrat as well.
The tally simps will fall this day.
No, the buggy sims must be destroyed.
If I had a favor I could
No,
call
tally
on
guys.
Halsey, I would, but I don't.
You don't have any favors, Gibbs. I have already seen the end.
I would be like,
I know what the final shape is.
he draws big giant
When I-
BBs like peepers.
The giant penis, that's the end of
Fucking
the world.
George, piss off. Get out of the fucking way.
I have called in favors from the Dark Continent, Gibbs.
Was animated chat for $70 or $60?
one?
They are $70.
I'm not going to reveal my hand, Fuzzy. I don't want you ruining anything.
For an animated chatfish, they are currently 70 USD.
As long as Tally dies.
Yes. And India cries.
Oh, Halsey's that. Oh, wait, Halsey? Does Halsey have an animated chatfish?
Does he?
Because he donated enough to go active. But I
He
don't-
says you owe him stuff.
Yes, you do. He has animated chat. Yes.
He does? What's it called?
I don't know. Karate fish.
Oh, yes, that's right. There he is.
When
Here
I
we go.
bought this game, I had
We do have to do a stream for Halsey. He just hasn't been around.
bought a TV that was 700p and 20p instead of like full HD, right?
There's
And
actually
it
no
was
message
like
today.
big. It was like 30 inches, chat. And I didn't realize that using a TV as a monitor and being like super close to it, and not being full HD and being like 720p was going to be a very bad idea. And,
Was animated chatfish $70 or
uh,
$60? Asking for Semper.
I answered
To
that.
buy
70.
one, it's 70. To get one on the stream after it's been made, it's 25.
25 to active, yes.
Yeah. Also, Semper Tantrum, don't forget to kill Tally. Kill your local Tally today.
What about Tiwi?
That too.
You know I'll show up when I'm free. Yeah, but I want you free always.
If I remember it, the reason they have this grab lift being as big as it is to prevent you just from throwing grenades up here.
Yeah, for multiplayer.
Actually, if you throw a grenade and it doesn't bounce off the sides of the grav lift, it doesn't activate until it reaches the top.
I think I remember that.
Oh, goddammit, no, I didn't mean to assassinate.
has-
God damn it.
Because it has to touch a physical object in the
Before
size
it
of the grab
activates.
lift. Yes.
Yeah, because they had shield guys up there. That's why. That's why they wanted to do this.
Hey, get fucked.
All the way at the bottom. Yes.
Suffer. Yes. Suffer.
By the way, Kibbs,
What's up?
it's 9 o'clock Central.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere. Why does that remind me of something?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Come here.
Because he wants to remind you of My Little Pony.
Yeah, your suffering is not yet done.
True.
Yeah.
Something, 2 days to watch the entire thing.
Yeah.
Wait, you only have 2 days to watch it?
No.
True.
Albine, listen to what people say.
Hello?
I
I
listened.
said
That's why
2
I
days to watch the entire thing. That was not a time limit. That was how long it took someone to do it.
Yeah, you weren't there for that.
Ah,
Personally,
Okay,
I'm more. Reach isn't my favorite Halo, but the reason why I wanted to stream this one is because this is ultimately, I think, the point in which everyone can agree that after this point, Halo goes down.
It was basically
Halo dipped.
before things started going down.
I still like Halo 4. I don't know. I don't really care how much people complain about it.
I can enjoy Halo 4, but I agree that it's not Halo at its best.
I think it is better than Reach, to be honest.
Halo Reach is my favorite game specifically because of Forge.
Because you're a zoomer.
No,
Okay,
because of Forge.
Forge, he said.
I would say
Forge
that,
makes
uh,
the Forge and Halo Reach made the best custom game.
I mean,
Yeah.
The Forge in Halo 4 was ass, and then Halo 3's Forge was also kind of mediocre.
Halo 3's Forge
You must have
had
already-
the massive
Gibbs.
following.
The sand map where you could go into space. Was
Yep,
cool.
good.
Yeah, you could do anything in that map.
Yeah, I think you're underselling the Forge mode in Halo 3 because that sparked massive followings.
Yep, but,
Yeah, but
what I'm saying
Halo
is the
Reach has-
the Reach Forge is so much better.
I do think that I will agree on this one. Though. Reach's Forge, unironically, was I think the best because it allowed you to snap objects through the environment, and they could snap through each other.
Well, how about this? We'll break up into campaign and multiplayer. The fucking campaign in Halo 4 is better than the campaign in Halo Reach.
No.
Yes.
Design-wise, there are certain elements that are better. Gameplay-wise.
The story about fucking Lasky is great. Because the Forward Onto Dawn storyline, and the fact that you save Lasky as a fucking cadet, and he comes around and says, "I'm your bro, I got you," in the fucking video game.
That was a nice
It's
payoff.
great. Yeah.
Oh, fucking goddamn it, lag.
Forward Unto Dawn is honestly the only Halo movie that's watchable.
Solid.
The Legends are good.
It took forever to get to the point where Master Chief showed up, but
But it wasn't about Master Chief. He was a side
I know it
character.
wasn't. But
It was
I
about,
think
it was about Lasky and giving up. Except he wasn't allowed to. Because they
Yeah,
fucking had the
I
invasion
remember-
right before that.
I remember people kept talking about Chief being in it though. That was the
He
thing that
is.
bothered me.
At the very end.
I know, but he's like only in it for like 5 minutes. That
Yeah, it's because it was supposed to show the human aspect of it.
Of the
And
universe.
it was
I know.
it was a payoff for the explanation for why Lasky was the way he was in the Halo 4 video game.
Get us out of here. Control, this is Nova 1. Spire 1 is green and you're free to engage. Have a nice day.
Copy that, Nova 1. Be advised, all ground units. Frigate 318 Heavy is inbound, and MAC rounds have been authorized.
Goddamn, Mac round.
One way to get their attention. Hang on to your teeth, people.
I remember in one of the books, I think it was Contact Harvest, when they described a Mac cannon going off in atmosphere, and how far away people like heard and felt the vibration.
Grafton is dust. We need to get out of here now.
That can be an art fund, Halsey. Wink.
Look at
Halsey's
that, it's
like,
the CSO carrier. Look how massive that fucking thing is.
Holds it as $10. Excuse me, Squealy. Do not make me get my 5 black friends and throw you on the couch. Halo 3 had the best custom games. Mongooses, Unalive Kibs, Tally.
Ted,
Give me the queer.
Yeah, the thing is,
Um,
Ozzy,
You can't say
Halo,
that. I
Halo
don't
Reach.
think you should.
So why'd you say
Halo-
it?
Damn
Don't
it.
say it.
Fucking
Don't say
retard
Speedy.
Halsey.
You racist. You got the on the wrong side of history. Yeah.
But
Quiet,
no, I
Dino.
stand by that. Halo Reach is already Forge was so significantly better than Halo 3's.
No, I don't think so. It had none of the same impact that Halo 3 did.
Because it started there.
And
That's imminent.
The battle is on. Many Chatfish will die.
Money on this.
like Zombie Prime started in Halo 3, and all of the like the holdout maps
All our
with the different
You're preaching to the converted.
like rallying points where you have to move further and further into your base as the zombies get closer.
Yeah, Reach did it
fun.
too.
Fine, I'll hear it.
Yeah,
Reach
but
also
it's
had
not
more
the same.
complex maps.
No,
It did.
no.
Reach had female Spartan.
Halsey, you need to beat this kitten. You know what to do, Halsey. He gets out his big old fucking beating stick, starts wailing on him. Donk, donk, donk.
He gets his 5 Stevie friends.
How?
Stevie. They're all
Certain Covenant
Bino.
supercarrier could, with some assistance, suffer the same unfortunate accident.
Even for you, Cat, that's
Inspired?
not the word I would use.
What's going on?
Go ahead. Explain.
May I?
Don't cut yourself.
on my edge.
Destroy Covenant carrier in geosynchronous orbit above us.
This sanctions, sir.
I would beat her fucking ass for using my knife
Slip space drive
to
and
draw
Mortem
fucking shit in the
nuclear
ground.
have.
Use your
Delivery
fucking
system,
finger,
us.
you cyborg woman.
Solvable? Getting us up there. That and getting our hands on a slip space drive. Thank you for sharing.
So, all we need is orbit-capable transport and the single most expensive piece of equipment made by man.
As a soldier in the field, I couldn't possibly have access to those kinds of resources. That said, a good place to look might be, I don't know, the nearest non-existent launch site in the non-existent Saber program dismissed by 3 administrations as preposterous rumor, and in which our newest member was certainly never a pilot.
It's scary. You know that.
All we need is a green light from Holland.
Good luck with that.
You're the one asking him.
Larry Holstein donates $2, says on a live tally. Hashtag alarm fund.
Squealy, your squealy alarm is off, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh god, we need to fix that.
It
How
only
much
has
is it?
40. It only has $42 in it right now, out of 500.
God damn it.
Oh, just $500?
Yep.
Just.
Okay.
Well, less than 500. 400.
That's all right.
We'll say, Artemis, you've dropped a few of those lately.
Yeah. This week, in fact.
Jesus Christ.
It's so easy.
But it ain't easy being green.
Sometimes I want to ask myself if I put the prices too low or if just right.
Well,
Honestly,
yeah, I
I'm not
intentionally
gonna complain.
fuck with it just because if you try to set it up any higher, normal Chatfish can't participate.
That's true. I can't. That'd be
And I
cruel.
take advantage of that.
I would help you, Squealy, but I know you're gonna just have to endure what's gonna happen to your body. My body! Oh my god!
Donations put towards Squealy Alarm have to go to Tally Lives.
I don't remember that being a stipulation.
It's a new stipulation called me making it the fuck up.
Squealy.
I feel like
we're being a
that
little
doesn't work.
I feel like you're not cool enough to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Considering we've never made that a thing in the past, Squealy, I'm sorry, but I must say that that is a bit unfair.
It's a joke, sort of.
Squealy, it could be worse.
You never know. You say sort of, but I think Squealy's serious.
I was joking, but if I got away with it, I would be okay with it.
No, you didn't sound like your joke.
That's why it's a joke. That's why it's a joke, sort of.
It's commendable effort. I'll say that much. But
Yeah,
like,
a donation from Sturmat. Why don't you look
Dermot
at it?
donates money, and he says $70. Pretty certain I've also gone past the 25 this week. Remember, chat, you got to remind me that. I can't keep mental counts because my brain too tiny.
It is. It's very small.
Chatfish for
and very
Sturmat,
smooth.
active. There you go.
It's
More
like a
Twiggy Fish
marble.
on the bar.
Oh, chat. We
Now,
need
to finish reading that, because Kip didn't
Oh,
finish
sorry.
it.
Hold on. Small donos.
No,
Though-
there's no small
for-
donos.
While I'm reading. Though for whatever reason, I always think it's 40. Get Semper and animated Chatfish. Let's pretend Tally can live. Disco Elysium is weird and fun. Tally lives. Cookie for Artie. Oh, that's for the
So
cookie
that's
fun.
a Semper Tantrum Chatfish, right?
Yep.
He already has one, by the way, but just letting him know.
Jesus
Anyway.
Christ, so far behind.
I mean, if he wants to
Did
get
you
one,
did you already add the 70 to the?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so they are $382.76 behind.
I just need one artist to bite. One artist. But not, they all look at me and like, I don't care what the hell he is.
Yes, kids. I've already made you blow your load on your artists. They have nothing left.
Interesting
To give.
choice of words.
Maybe you can go and beseech the Bond. See if that works.
Bond free art? And she like looks at me and like with like a look of disgust, like no.
Yeah.
She sends you like a pony.
Yeah, you can't
have
sad face.
you.
I can
You,
ask for
come here, give me
Chatfish's
that.
sake, but I won't pressure nor hold
Maybe
my
you
breath.
should talk to Baphios.
I think Baphios is still sad from last time he tried.
As Kib's just being
He's like-
useless.
He's like, I've seen this before.
I know where this is. A sad Polish boy.
What is the time limit on alarm funds, by the way?
It goes until no one does it for like a week or so, and then I. kill it.
So it's a relevance to how closely somebody's donated towards it in that given.
If no one's been donating to it for like a good while, I just kill it.
It just
and
restarts.
starts it over.
So there's no actual time limit as long as somebody's donating directly to it.
Yeah, so
Yes.
long as somebody donates towards it, it's fine.
Gotcha.
Even if it's small increments, so there's no worry about it right now.
However, if you're just prolonging it like a fund that over like a year, donate like a penny at a time, I'm gonna get annoyed.
What if I'm
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
annoyed.
I know Bucky doesn't do that, but certain Chatfish like to do that.
What if I'm a goddamn Brazilian with a coffee issue and I can only
Then maybe
donate
you should
$1
save up your life, or save up like I don't know, like so many pennies, and then get all those at once.
Damn.
Yeah. Have you ever tried just not being poor?
I could
I
go
have
work for
tried
the
not being-
government.
Gibbs, what do you call this vehicle that you're flying?
This is a shuttle.
No.
No, I have no idea.
The
A
ship
rocket?
itself is called a Saber.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Saber.
a Saber. You
I
fucking
don't-
dumbass.
I mean, a shuttle can theoretically return to orbit, but I'm not so sure about this.
It's a yes. It
Because
is
remember, the Sabers were going to be the new superiority fighter for the UNSC, right?
Yep. But somehow they're in Halo Wars, too.
Ooh.
Something prototype.
Oh my god. I remember this part.
He's got the broadswords, which are the bombers, I think. Chat. If you donate $1 through YouTube, Kibbs only really gets 70 cents of that.
Before tax.
Yes. Operation Uppercut.
Operation Space Battle.
Space Bar was how you did the maneuvers.
Operation Space Gimmick. They were testing for Destiny, but never really going anywhere.
Oh god, Destiny, that whole can of worms.
I like the frigates. And Amber Clad was a great fucking ship.
You can forget about it.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
We can't
especially
carry
with-
on any longer.
Especially with the big dent in it.
Look, it's a big spaceship.
Savannah Actual to Saber teams. Be
advised, we have bogeys inbound. Anchor 9
The bridge is right there.
Station defenses are down.
Just for scale.
Which is dumb, by the way.
It
That
is.
their defenses are down.
The bridge should be
No,
at the center of the ship.
bridge. Yeah, the bridge is at the fucking top of the ship.
The only reason why it was like that way in like World War II and battleships was because they needed to see. It's not something they need to do anymore, you know? Defensive batteries are at 60 billion%. It's like 60 billion? Oh my god, it's more than one. It's like, oh my god. Chatfish, big number.
Also, chat, you know there's 2 different types of banshees?
There are. One for space and one for ground.
There's also another ship called Seraph in this game.
Yeah, but they're different. The different colored banshees are denote their ability to go into space or not. It was a really weird way to differentiate them. Can I accumulate a jar of nickels so I can physically throw them at Kibbs in person so he will get 100% of the dono? Yes, you can. But Kibbs has his first meet and greet.
What? Oh, hardy har, Chatfish. Like,
Bino has a art piece that is extremely like that.
Yeah, it was made quite a while ago, last year.
When Kibbs
the Dark Shops. Has PTSD.
Let me find it.
When Kibbs is suspended off of YouTube because of somebody's overzealous nippling of art pieces.
Pee-woo.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but if you're gonna say it, I'll say it.
I mean, considering it fucking made me have a fucking heart attack.
Also, apparently he wanted to talk about something, Kibbs, when you're available.
Who, Palu?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd Palu go?
Oh, he came in right after the first stream, and when
I'm pretty sure he's playing. I'm pretty sure he's playing Tekken right now.
He's weebing out.
What's Tekken though?
He does fighter games because he's a sweaty boy.
I think.
Tekken 8. I only remember Tekken 5 because I got the guy that would just kick spam up in the air and juggle you, and everybody hated that.
Of course, you play that.
Or Eddie character, the guy that would do the Brazilian dance fighting shit to juggle people.
I love that part where you like fly.
The kid becomes spaceman.
Is there any place the Covenant isn't?
Anchor 9 to all UNSC ships stationed.
Heretic's Lord says the frigates are built like A-10 Warthogs, basically a boat built around the main gun. Sort of. The Pillar of Autumn would be more like a Warthog because it had a super advanced honeycomb reinforced hull, and its MAC gun was actually better than the frigate. It's why it could take so much of a fucking beating at the beginning of Halo 1.
Chatfish.
Take a maneuver.
No. I gotta get shot. Let me. That's special. And that was how Kibbs went to heaven.
I like how you flail around in space.
It's like, wee!
Yes, off missiles.
I gotta use the missiles. Is F?
Missiles.
Whatever you use to switch weapons.
Oh, yeah.
You usually use those against the fighters.
That's me, being people beepy.
After you take out the shields.
I'm not covering that. I refuse.
What? Covering what?
Somebody sent me something about a certain person playing World of Warcraft tonight.
I saw that.
What?
Hello, fellow gamers.
There's a... Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
No, I mean, there's a what? You said there's something.
A stream.
That's breaking the rules.
What ship? I'm
That's
not
why I
talking
said
about
I wanna
that.
talk-
I'm
that's why I
talking
said
about the game. Han said there's a, and then you didn't say anything.
No, I was referring to that. Dum dum.
But what about this? It's a hinge.
I said I didn't want to talk about it. You
We
made me
don't
talk about it.
No, I don't. You don't need to. I'm not interested. In
I
that.
did want to talk. You're the one who fucking
Why you
said
don't want to
so.
talk about this so much, Buggy? Come on.
It's like she's like, I don't want to talk about that. And you're like, what do you not want to talk about? I was like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
No, give me the details.
God damn it, Gibbs.
Actually, dumb.
What are you talking about?
That's fine. I don't know how the whole
All
integrity
right.
fixes itself, though.
Ants. How do you boost?
El busto.
Run.
Oh well, though.
Die, enemy. It's Xeno dog. It's like, I'm a
What's your
Xeno dog.
utility
I-
tool, whatever you use
I
to run?
found it.
Oh, you found the penny thing from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the penny
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, the
The-
Twitch one.
The
Not
YouTube
Twitch.
chat. When you were banned off of YouTube for a week.
No.
And then you had the Twitch bucket that's all broken and like leaking and shit, throwing pennies at you because you've come to them for
It wasn't
donations.
even Twitch that saved us. It was Rumble.
I know, but that's still Twitch was on high mighty while that was going on.
They were. They've learned their place.
Undeservedly so.
Yeah, but that's what makes the art piece funny.
Welcome to stream, little trumpets, Brad. Been to me, so I see boys. Yeah, there is a little dragon, bro. Big little dragon, bro. Oh, because he's small. Like a little tiny fish, like, you know, a little minnow. Like a little...
Come in or I'll explode. Buds.
So here's a question, kids. How do you get an atmosphere like that?
I don't actually know. High value gunboat targets now, Chatfish.
Your mom's a gunboat.
Gunboat. Actually, try pressing W and S to speed up and slow down. I don't know if that does it.
That's me blowing up.
Good.
Gibbs, your whole integrity is getting real low.
It is. I'm gonna hide over here.
Don't crash.
Crashes. Dies. Looks at Fuzzy.
I laugh.
Stabs Fuzzy in the nuts. He's like, no.
Anchor 9er to UNSC ships. All targets neutralized. Bravo 029er, you are clear to dock. Activating marker. Holland to Bravo 029er. Noble 5, you ready to go? Affirmative, Colonel.
Dock with Anchor 9. Kids, you should be used to docking.
God, I can't believe this is, what, 14 years ago
Yes,
now?
gosh dang.
Yikes.
Warning, M-Spec reentry pack disengaged.
I need your override.
Warning, M-Spec reentry. Cockpit depressurization complete. Canopy release lever armed.
Seems like you will be alone Saturday, Prav. What's Prav? Prav!
Pull up surface grid 19 by 22.
A boom.
A bit splody. Another bit
I do miss
splody.
the golden age of Microsoft or Xbox. God, they were so many good games.
Xbooks.
There is nothing you can do for Dr. Woolsey and the others inside
The golden age lasted as long as the 360 did, and then died.
Actually, one thing in the wider game industry you're kind of seeing, just looking at Microsoft as a case example, the console wars, at least from an outsider's perspective, being a PC in the PC world for so long, the console wars don't really seem to be much of a thing anymore.
They're
At least I
not.
get the perception of that.
Because
It's a-
both companies are abandoning their consoles.
Yeah, some of the data vendors I've run into, and it's a bit hard to find reliable data on this, but the consistent trend is PC gaming and that kind of more open platforms, not exclusive platforms, are growing, while the consoles are either stagnant or losing market share.
The tabletop pros are breaking down.
No, tabletop fish. They're like on the board, but upside down. Oh, shit.
It's rapier. I just noticed it.
We have visual. Target confirmed.
Well, remember to destroy Prav when you can, Chatfish. However, I think we've gotten the big subjects covered that I want to talk about in this little short stream. And we do have a thing we need to do today.
Yes.
Fish quest. Oh, okay.
We weren't here to beat
You
this
did
game.
fish, didn't you?
We did. Unfortunately.
You have nothing else to harp on, little Beanos. What will you do now?
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Your life's mission is complete. Are you gonna die now?
But yeah.
And if I die.
Well, I mean, we should probably ramp. So, either way, Chatfish, we're going to continue our obligated MLP series in the Discord. Now, I've got some stuff I got to take care of before we start the show and get dinner started and stuff, so it'll be a few minutes. But yeah, we'll see you in the Discord, Chatfish. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your super generous donations, as always, Chat. And good job on making today's goal. We're already on our way to tomorrow's. I really appreciate it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.